Hello, it's ArchieLuxury on the ArchieLuxury channel. Fikeroonies. And guys, this is the second last evening show before I go to New York. That's right, Fikeroonies. I'm out of here. Going to New York. So, guys, this is we're getting into the final countdown. So, guys, this is the story, and I am happy to be presenting the narrative, guys. I'm here to present the narrative to the Fikeroonies. Fikers, I'm here to present the narrative to the Fikers. Now, guys, I got to tell you, we're here. Let's run intro. Let's run the intro. And let's start the show. Yeah. I gotta tell you, man, this is what we want to do. We want to bring it. We want to bring it to the audience. We want to bring it to the street. Bring it to the street. That's right, guys. We want to bring it to the street. That's right. I want to tell you guys it's all going good. Let's run the intro. Let's start the show. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Because we gotta bring the stream to the audience. I'm gonna have lunch with Plastic today. He's not my greatest friend. But Nelson Oliveira paid for lunch. We gotta do it. Hi, guys. ArchieLuxury on the ArchieLuxury channel, guys. This is the way we do things, man. This is what we do. Everything has been done. We want to do everything for the punters. That's right. That's what we want to do. And I got to tell you, man, it's all really fantastic. We're here and we are streaming live. We got a first super chat of the evening from my good friend Malik Diamond. Malik Diamond, $10. Archie, when I was younger, Blank Check, the movie, was one of my favorite, starring Donnie Haynes. Yes, I got to tell you, man, I've seen some douchey behavior in my time, but that Fikeroony, he's a Toony Rooney. He's a loony. That guy is a fucking loony. That's right, guys. He is a loony toony. That's right. He's a lunatic. The guy is a loony. That's right, guys. That's the way it goes. So I got to tell you, man, not much I can do about that. That is just the way love goes, baby. You know what? Donnie Haynes, I don't know if he was serious, but I don't know if you want to be that guy. In the hobby, you don't want to be that guy. That guy that we saw at Luxury Bazaar. I could write a check. Bullshit. Bullshit. You could write a check, but then let's face it, there's a difference between having 90,000 in your checking account and being willing to spend it. I think those he spends nickels like hubcaps, spends nickels like, you know, those fire hydrant caps. Man, he just so careful. And I don't blame him. Got to be careful with your money, otherwise you have no money left. And that's an important thing, because money is what you Americans really do enjoy there. So what can you do? I don't know what you do. This is just reality of the world. Now, guys, we're gearing up for this US tour. It is gonna be amazing. Another super chat from Golden Barber. Golden Barber, $10. Get that gullet ready for some big. Get that gullet ready for some big action. Thank you. That's Golden Barber. Golden Barber. That's exactly the way it goes. It's, what do you say, baby? That's exactly what happens. This is the way things work out. And hey, there's not much there's not much we can say or do. You've got to realize this. It's the way things go. Now, who we got jumping on? We got someone on the stream. Not yet. Who's on the stream? Hey, who's on the? Come on, guys, get on the stream. Get on here and let's talk. I gotta tell you, we gotta talk. We want to talk, man. I want to talk. We want to talk and get this baby off the ground. That's what we want to do. We want to get this baby off the ground. Get it off the fucking ground. Who we got on here now? We got Mike the Snake. Hey, Mike.
Hey, Arch.
How's it going, man? What's going on?
Not a mucho. Just went for a motorcycle ride.
Are you coming to New York by any chance?
No.
Okay.
That's literally the farthest end across to the other side of the East Coast.
You know,
and
mind you, Mike, I am flying.
Oh yeah, you're probably flying longer than I would.
Flying, but, yeah, but that's okay. You can't make it. That's okay.
No, I'm not going to New York right now. I've got family trips planned here coming up shortly. I've got a hunting trip with my brothers next month, and then I think the month after we may be going to Texas for another hunting trip with my brothers.
Okay.
And if not in January, we'll be doing that. But when I go to Texas, I've already talked over with my brothers. We're gonna my brothers.
I was hoping to see you in New York, Mikey. I was hoping to see you in New York. I am a bit disappointed.
Arch, I can't go to New York.
Man, I'm flying. You know how many kilometers I am flying to see? Man.
Yeah.
Come on, Mike. I just disappointed.
If I can pull it off, I'll try to. If there's some way I can do it.
New York is so far. You know, the ranch has never even been to New York. So many people
been through New York on a flyover.
Well, that doesn't count.
No.
You've never actually been to New York yourself?
No.
What? You're joking? No bullshit.
No. United States is a huge place. And it's got, it's broken up into 50 different states, and each state is its own little world,
See, I kind of thought everybody in America has been to LA, they've been to San Fran, and they've been to New York. Speaking of New York, here we go. We got Machine Gun Chris. How are you,
what's
my
up,
Machine
guys?
Gun Chris? Hey, what's up? Super chat from Adam, £2. How's the credit card looking, Arch? Max, it's Pepsi. It's Pepsi Max. It's Pepsi. I owe on the limit. Okay, what can I say? Okay. I'm at the limit.
Maxed by a Pepsi, or just Pepsi Max?
Pepsi maxed.
Okay.
Because I wish it was for a Pepsi.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm actually seriously thinking. I got offered a deal yesterday by Kelsowitz Tire Kickers, and you know, it was kind of he kind of said, "Hey, I'll sell you my Explorer 1." I'm actually seriously thinking about that.
The 40 mil?
Got a super chat here, John Galt, member for 10 months. Mike the Snake, what's the trophy next to your guitar? That's his trophy for model car racing. Robert, are you a Robert? Are any of you guys a Robert De Niro fan?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love Robert De Niro. Absolutely.
Yeah.
De Niro's great. Why? Is there any news on him?
I want to show you something. You saw the Donny Haynes video yesterday, didn't you? We ran.
Yeah, if I knew he was going to talk to Dave, I would have told Dave to stay away.
I mean, and then Dave goes, "Oh, it looks like we got nothing to sell them. We got some more stuff coming in." Dave, you got to learn, these guys, they're fucking tire kickers. Whatever you have, it's not enough. Okay? Can I just run this small scene for you here? Can I run this scene?
Look at the size of that trunk. You could put 3 bodies in there. Just kidding. Just trying to levitate the situation.
Little dark humor.
Hey, what kind of car you drive anyway?
It's a Lexus 430 LS.
That's like a Toyota.
It's a Lexus.
Yeah, Toyota, Lexus, same thing. Japanese, right? Let's not forget Pearl Harbor. Anyway, let's get serious. You want to buy this car, what? Yay or nay?
Well, I don't know. We have to think about it.
Yeah. What's there to think about? I mean, you told me you liked it. You asked me 10,000 questions. I answered every single one of them. You drove it. You love it. What more do you need to know?
It's a lot of money, and we just need the time to consider it.
Consider it. Well, why don't you consider this? You've been breaking my balls for about an hour, asking me about every goddamn accessory in this car.
Look,
what about the light? What about this?
You cannot talk to customers like that.
You're not a customer as far as I'm concerned. You want to buy the car or not?
Not from you. I want to see the manager.
You want to see the manager?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'll show you the manager. Here's the manager. Right here. Here's the manager. You want to talk to him? What should I do? Throw him out. You hear him? He just said throw him out. He's the boss. What should I get? Tell him to get a Honda. Hey, he just said it. He's the boss.
Why'd you?
So tell me, how was your first day?
Good, good, good.
That's great, Paul. That's great. Did you sell any cars?
Almost.
Donny Haynes. You know, I mean, what do you do with these customers when they walk in like that? Tell me seriously, what do you do?
There's not much you really can do.
I mean, do you see Donny Haynes was ever serious, or you think he was total tire? I just want to ask you, was he a total tire kicker?
Watching the video, it sounds like it was a tire kicker.
How serious a tire? I mean, is he just a time waster, or what was he?
Yeah, it looked like a time waster.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you say when you see that sort of shit? What do you say? I mean, in the business, what do you say when you get tire kickers that just want to waste? I mean, does that annoy you? I mean, you're trying to sell watches, aren't you? What are you trying to do in that business?
Yeah. I mean, basically, you just try to get rid of them as soon as you can. That's what I would do. You know?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
But politely, of course. Dang, I wouldn't do the Robert De Niro thing, of course.
But you can understand why Robert De Niro gets angry like that, can't you?
Yeah.
He's trying to sell stuff. You understand? He's got quotas. You notice Marco didn't come anywhere near there. That's why Marco's a top salesman, because he doesn't fuck around with stupidity, does he?
For sure. For sure.
Does he? He doesn't fuck around there, does he? Because he knew he was a total tire kicker, didn't he? He knew it. He knew it. He knew it. He knew they were tire kickers, didn't he? He
Do you
just
think they
knew
have
it.
a hierarchy of salespeople? Like so, like as a like say.
Oh,
You're
the newbies suck
the
those
newbie-
losers up.
the
Those
newbie
newbies
gets-
get. Come on. The seasoned pro, they don't give the leads. The good leads, you can smell it after you've been in this business for a while. You can smell exactly who is serious and who isn't serious. You know what I'm saying? You can smell it a mile away, don't you think?
pretty much.
And I mean, the reality is, Donnie's he's a time waster, isn't he? What do you think? I can't actually even find the video. What happened to that video? What happened to that video, guys? I can't.
Should still
Maybe
be
they
up.
took it. What was it called?
It was like their second video, or not their last video, but the one before it, I believe. Should be.
That one there? Was that it? I don't know. I'm just trying to find that one just to recap.
YouTube, we're back from. Go out there.
No, that's not it.
No, yeah, this is one of their unboxing videos. Yeah,
See me.
it's
That's
under.
not
It should
it.
be under Roman's name, under Roman's scarf.
Oh, it's a Roman. What's the difference? He's got
Yeah, it's
two
under
channels.
his channels. Yeah, because he has one for LB for the unboxings and everything else, and he has one for the main channel.
Oh,
The problem is,
it's
I
under
think
tire
sometimes
kickers. It's under tire kickers. It's the tire kickers one, isn't it? Because they were kickers. What do you think? I think it was this one
Oh,
here.
definitely.
Oh my God.
Favorite watches.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Today's like an exploratory shopping day.
Sure.
Seeing what fits, what I try on, what I like.
Exploratory shopping day. What does that say? Tire kicker? What does that say to you?
Yeah, and then he said that, I'd be like, yeah, no, he's not gonna buy anything.
I'd give them 2 minutes and then just be like, I have another customer I got to deal with.
Exploratory shopping day. What the hell does that mean? Exploratory. Can you please explain what that
I'm here to
means?
waste your time.
It means he wants to try on as many pieces as he can before he leaves. Basically.
I mean, do customers like that? I mean, you got quotas, you got sales quotas, don't they?
Yeah.
What do they teach you how to deal with people like this or not? Part of your
Not
training,
really.
surely. They don't?
No, not really.
What do they tell you to do if you have fucking time wasters like this in?
Just try to get him out as soon as possible, I guess.
Yeah. They're probably watching you and timing how long it takes you to get rid of them.
What do you do if someone says, "Can I please speak to the manager?"
You just get the manager.
Yeah.
Have you lost your temper with customers ever, Machine Gun?
No, I'm usually pretty cool-headed when it comes to that. Like, I had one guy come in, I could tell he's kind of full of shite, and I kind of, talked my way out of it, and he gave me his card, whatever, I was like, okay, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I didn't show him anything or anything like that. Like, it was literally a walk-in, and we never got walk-ins. Like, he, literally just showed up, and I had to kind of, get him out of there as soon as possible,
Yeah, because otherwise you could waste like an hour, can't you? You waste time, can't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because he was a talker.
What do they call that in the business? What's the code? Do you have a code to know whether they're time wasters or not?
Not really. Not really code. But, I mean, tire kicker is the same everywhere,
Yeah.
John Gold, $2. Don Haynes isn't a Glengarry lead. The leads are weak. The leads are weak. No, you're weak. ABC, $2. There's one less tire kicker out there now. Yeah, it's yeah. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, really. What can you say to these guys?
I mean, like I said, with my instance, like I just try to be as nice to him as possible. I made up a thing, which I think they were at the show at the time. Like I was like, oh yeah, none of our watches are here at the moment. I'm like, I'm sorry, they're all at the show.
Yeah.
You know.
Figure out a way to just end it. If they start the conversation out with,
Look
"I'm
at
not
this.
buying today,"
Look, listen,
then-
listen. One minute. Sorry.
I've been in this business 15 years.
The leads are weak.
The leads are weak. Fucking leads are weak. You're weak. I've been in this business 15 years.
What's your name?
Fuck you. That's my name. You know why, mister? Because you drove a Hyundai to get here tonight. I drove an $80,000 BMW. That's
very douchebaggy thing to say, don't you think?
Yeah.
$80,000 BMW. That's when 80,000 was actually a lot of money.
Was that the same movie where he wears the Rolex and he tells the cop that his Rolex is worth more than his car or whatever?
It's the speech.
Try Dynamo when food attacks. Strike back with the power of Deep Clean. Dynamo Professional.
These are a few
Fuck me, dead ads give you the shits, don't they?
On the hook. 5 units, Mountain View. What happens? She has to check with a lawyer.
You let her check with a lawyer?
What do I do?
I don't know.
Sally.
Huh?
Who's the guy?
Couldn't tell you.
Let me have your attention for a moment.
Because you're talking about what? You're talking about
Bitching about that sale you shot. Some son of a bitch don't want to buy land. Somebody don't want what you're selling. Some broad you're trying to screw.
I think that's when he talks about his watch. You know. We've got another super chat here. Malik Diamond, $10. If this scene doesn't make you want a day date, I don't know what does. Lolex!
So forth. Let's talk about something important. Are they all here?
All but one.
Well, I'm going anyway. Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down. Coffee's for closers only. You think I'm fucking with you? I am not fucking with you. I'm here from downtown. I'm here from Mitch and Murray.
Mitch and Murray.
And I'm here on a mission of mercy. Your name's Levine. Yeah. You call yourself a salesman, you son of a bitch?
I don't gotta listen to this shit.
You certainly don't, pal. Because the good news is you're fired. The bad news is you've got just 1 week to regain your job, starting with tonight. Starting with tonight's sit.
Oh, have I got your attention now? Good.
Because we're adding a little something to this month's sales contest. As you all know, first prize is...
I'm pretty sure when he's talking to the cop, he does that speech.
Yeah.
Second prize is a set of steak knives. Third prize is you're fired. You get the picture? You laughing now? You got leads. Mitch and Murray paid good money. Get their names to sell them. You can't close the leads you're given. You can't close shit. You are shit. Hit the bricks, pal, and beat it, because you are going out.
The leads are weak.
The leads are weak. The fucking leads are weak. You're weak. I've been in this business 15 years.
What's your name?
Fuck you. That's my name. You know why, mister? Because you drove a Hyundai to get here tonight. I drove an $80,000 BMW. That's my name. And your name is You're Wanting. And you can't play in the man's game. You can't close them. Then go home and tell your wife your troubles. Because only one thing counts in this life. Get them to sign on the line which is dotted. You hear me, you?
Anyhow, there we go. We're going to get dirty heads. The leads are weak. The leads are weak, guys. more week. I mean,
Man,
seriously,
movie's a classic.
I don't know whether you could get away with that shit today. Could you? All the snowflakes would run away crying.
Oh yeah.
I've gotten angry at salespeople because I've gone in and inquired about a car and was actually serious, and the salesperson didn't know a fucking thing about the car. He knew nothing about like what size engine it had, what anything. He's just a body as far as I was concerned, and I was like, get somebody over here who can answer my fucking questions.
What sort of car was that for, Mike?
I was at the Chevy dealership and I was looking at the new
Chevrolet.
Corvettes and the new Camaros with the big LS7 engine with the dry sump oiling system. They're fucking. They have supercharger, 700 horsepower, fucking monsters. And you know, there's a lot to know and a lot of selling points regarding those cars that this guy should have known. And so after I started telling him all about the car I was looking at, I just was like, you know what? Fuck you. Get me somebody here who knows what the fuck's talking about.
Good morning, boss. How I can help?
How's that tattoo going? That's what we want to know.
Nah,
All I hear is excuses. You can't go to a spa. Mummy's
Hey, Archie, you
gonna
want to
have
deal
to
with mommy?
go alone.
You want to deal with mommy?
I can't go to the spa. You know what? If honestly,
I'm going to let you deal with
Golden
mommy. Go
Baba,
talk to mommy.
$2. The only time I see ads on YouTube is on this show. And NY Strikes Back, $2. Are you doing anything Friday in New York City? Friday, I got the dinner with bondage. I got bondage's dinner. And on Golden Baba, $2. Get someone over there that is entertainment. Marcelo.
So you go Friday. Wow.
What's going on with you? How was business? How was those $300 steaks going?
It was actually okay. This week was okay. I mean, we're starting now. I don't know how going to be this week. Last week was fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
What's a fantastic week? How much is takings for fantastic week?
About over 1,000 evenings, sometimes some evenings, something like that.
You should be getting 10,000 a week. That's a good business. Okay,
that
10,000
would be
US
amazing.
dollars turnover.
Not close to that. I mean, for a
No.
long time, not close to that. I mean, in 13 years, I think it happened once or twice, something like that. That was ridiculously amazing. 10 grand a week.
When do you think?
But
Do you ever think about closing the business? Say this is just not working.
No, not for reason of not working. I mean, even if the business is going to be absolutely fantastic, we're going to close in 10 years. No matter what. I mean, if business don't go well, we're going to close next year. But if business go amazing, we're still going to close 10 years later. Because I don't want to continue, me and mommy, we don't want to continue working after 60, you know?
We got some super chats. Patel Philippe, $5. Marcelo on yesterday's show. Archie announced in 2024 he is doing a full tour, including Japan, where he will be doing meetup at your restaurant. Is that okay?
Of course, it's fantastic.
You don't mind if I bring outside food in, do you?
Of course not.
Hello?
I would
Is that
record this.
Sorry?
I'm going to put in a movie on that one.
Archie, in Australia, do some restaurants offer corking?
Yes.
Like
corking,
you're
yeah.
allowed to bring your own bottle of wine in, and they
Corking. You pay a fee.
pay a fee,
Yeah.
but you bring your own wine. Yeah.
Yeah, I do that.
How much do you charge? What's the corkage charge?
The price of $50.
$50.
Damn.
You're out of your fucking mind. You're joking. The wine I drink isn't even $50.
The reason people bring their wine in to cork it is because they're cheap. So they're, it's an amazing bottle that you'll never own, and then the 50
but I
won't
mean,
matter. But yeah,
you know,
No,
serious-
the thing with $50 is that, of course, I have bottles for $50 that I sell, but
New York strike back $2 bar after Friday dinner.
Yeah.
I don't know what time it finishes. New York strike. What I am going to do is I'm going to set up some. I am going to set up some meetups in a local place, so that I am accessible for no cost. So, I mean, I'll be honest with you, Marcelo's a bit of a fuckwit. Okay, I'm not going to go to Japan, go to one end of Japan to the next just to have a lousy fucking steak with him. Okay, and that's the same thing. Oh, meet me for a drink. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for you to turn up. You know
that would
what?
be nice. But
I'm gonna have
wait a second.
times.
Yes, I'm
Meet
going to open the door.
Meet up at certain times, and then that way there. I'm going to meet up at certain times. That way there you can see. That's the best way to do it. NY Strikes Back. I'm going to have some pre-arranged meetups, so there's no problem. We'll be announcing that this week. We'll be announcing where the meetups are. But I'll be honest with you, I am doing a lot. This whole tour is pretty well chock-a-block. And I don't want to be committed to just, oh, yeah, I'll turn up. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm just waiting around, waiting for you to turn up. Doesn't work like that. I'm going to have some predefined setups, meetups, and that's what we'll do. Because otherwise, I'm just waiting around for what? No point to wait around for nothing. There is no point waiting around for nothing. So, I don't know. After dinner, I normally want to go to bed. NY Strikes Back. What time did you have in mind? After, it gets so late. But I will have pre-arranged meetups at certain venues. That's what we'll do. Machine Gun Chris. Let me ask you, Machine Gun Chris.
What's up?
How's the cheapest way to go and see that? I wanted to see the Empire State Building. I don't want to pay the fucking fee. Is there any way to go up for free?
I've been there, but it's been years ago since I've been there, though. Like I said, I'm still kind of learning New York City myself. I've only been working there for like 3 months now. So, and I'm mainly working there, so I'm not really kind of seeing the touristy stuff. But I'm not really sure.
I mean, that's probably the most famous building in New York after World Trade Center, isn't it? Really?
For sure.
Empire State Building.
Sure.
But the new building is taller, no? The one that replaced the world.
What are you talking? You're telling the story. You tell me. You're the expert. You're the one who's spouting facts. What are you talking about?
No, after the 9/11,
You tell me.
They actually built a taller building, no? No, I have a question, no? I think they did, no? Right?
Yeah, I'm not sure. You're telling the narrative. You're telling the story. You tell me. You're the one is coming up with bullshit. You come up and support them.
No, it wasn't say. I just asked a question because I don't know. I don't remember.
We got another super chat. Swinging Kangaroo, $5. Marcelo, can Archie bring his own chef, ingredients, drinks, and Tan will bring his own table set up too. You know what? Forget it, AC3. Picnic in Tokyo.
Sure. I mean, I would love to take a video.
I really dislike you, Marcelo. I think you're a grub. Can I just say that to you?
It's okay. Take time to like me. You know that.
No, I liked you a lot, and then you burnt me. You spat me out. You burnt me. I don't forgive you. I don't forgive you. Okay.
You know, everybody forgives somebody. You know.
Well, I'm not going to forgive you unless you. Then you're weaseling out of the tattoo. You said you get a tattoo. What's happening to the tattoo?
The tattoo is problematic with mommy.
Well, don't tell her until after you've got it.
Huh?
When are you getting the tattoo? That's all I want to know.
I mean, we said actually that to do the tattoo, I need the payment ahead and a lot of things ahead. I already said this in JJ
Have you even
show. So
inquired about getting the tattoo? Have you inquired about it?
we're checking out. I mean, there is somebody that we need to check the prices and everything.
Here we go. We got someone else here. Who's this? Hello, who's this?
Hello, Archie. This is Davros.
Hey.
Yeah,
Davros.
No, Archie, in all seriousness, mate, after you went to bed last night, Angelic had a few things he wanted me to discuss with you at today's lunch. He's calling this his Celebrity Power Summit.
No, you don't understand. He's out. He's not coming back. That's it.
He's out?
There's nothing more to say. No, I don't even give a fuck. He ate
You
the
don't want me to
pork.
put the eight points in the...
No, nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. There's nothing. Unless he
So
gets an
these won't be
AC3,
on-
unless he gets an AC3 tattoo, he can forget it.
You're talking about Angelic?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I just thought, okay, look,
You're
that's
coming for
fine.
your free. You're coming for your free feed today, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm coming for my... It's about $25 to get there through all the tolls, but I'll be there.
How come it's so dear? Why is it so
That's
dear?
fucking crazy, man. You got to go through... I go through all the toll roads. Otherwise, I'm going to take an extra hour to get there.
It's just ridiculous.
Because you're out in the west.
You're out near Kippering, aren't you? Kippering. You're near Kippering, aren't you?
I'm out on the peninsula. You're out.
You know Kalanga. You know Kalanga?
I'm out on the peninsula near the water, and you're in the Bible Belt. You're the Bible Belt, Mount OMMANEY.
Mr. GMT, $2. Come and get it at Tip Top Snack Bar, and stay sexy. What are you going to have today? Okay, let me just clarify the menu. Firstly,
Can we bring it up so we can show the punters what the place we go?
They're not online. So we're going to have two no sugar Cokes.
You know what? I do prefer sugar.
Okay, one sugar and one no sugar, okay?
Yes, sir.
Then do you want to have the wontons and the rice paper rolls, or just the rice paper rolls, or just the wontons?
I'll be guided by you, my friend.
I'm thinking maybe we just go rice paper rolls, or do you want wontons? What do you prefer?
The rice paper rolls are quite delicious, and they're very good for you.
Okay, so let's get one serve or two serves.
I'll be guided, mate.
You've had your stomach stapled. He's got the lap band, the rubber bands around. You've got the condom around your guts.
No, I've never had that. No, don't. No,
yeah,
look.
Okay, so let's just get one serve.
You've had the Ozempic, so you're Ozempic.
And
don't tell tales.
Let's get this straight here. You're also what are you going to have as a main? You like to have the grilled chicken,
crispy chicken, crispy chicken on the rice.
Okay. And anything else you want?
No, I was thinking afterwards maybe we can, go get a coffee somewhere, might treat. But depends on your timeline.
Okay.
And depends on the tweakers, But you're not bringing the box.
Can we visit Solve?
I can always inquire on the way over.
Yeah, because he's welcome.
I can always make an inquiry on the Solve one's availability.
I'll pay for him as long as you pay for his drink.
Okay, I'll contact him.
And I deliberately will organise so his food comes after we've eaten, just to piss him off. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? That'd be.
Oh, he doesn't like that. He doesn't like that.
I think he was a bit wrong, to be honest with you.
He said that's part of Route Master Training 101. If you don't get served in a timely manner, you just turn it back.
Yeah, but he's hungry. I want to eat the food.
Now, he said this. He said being a good route master, you've got to put your pride first. That's what he said. I can't. That's why I'm driving all the way down to have a great lunch with the ponder.
Yeah, I actually don't mind to have lunch with you.
It's always fun.
Yeah, I don't know if you're a friend or not. Are you a friend or an associate? What are you exactly to me?
Well, let's just put it this way. Let's just say that we're executive
Sorry to interrupt.
friends.
I think
executive
you got a
friends.
super chat. from the rancher.
Super chat from Rancher, $2. Cowgirl love angels. Cowboys love angels. There we go. Thank you, Rancher. $2. I got to tell you something. Did you miss the X5, by the way?
Once it was out of warranty, I preferred the money back.
I mean, did you realize the Q is nothing as good as the X5? It's a different class of car.
But it's got 7 years more warranty till 2029. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Is it a Hyundai or a Kia?
He reckons
It's Q5, 2022.
Have you seen that engine is flawed, Scotty Kilmer? Let's try.
I've seen complaints about the 2015 engine, but I haven't seen any complaints about the latest iteration. So I'm not sure where you're getting your data from.
Because it's the same block, you know that, don't you?
Hang on. Speaking of which, I got Sovereign on the phone now. Should I ask him, Arch?
Yeah. Invite him over. Come on.
So I pick him up first and come and grab you.
Archie, I'll be right back.
You got to pay for the drink. I'm not paying for Sov's drink.
Of course.
Okay. What's he saying? We've got Sov there. Guys, this is the second last show before New York. And I got to tell you guys, it's very exciting. I'm really excited to go to New York. It'll be fantastic. It will be amazing. That's what I'm thinking. It will really be amazing. New York will be absolutely spectacular.
It will be on your birthday, right?
So what's happening in your life, Marcelo?
No, making a coffee.
You burn any other friends? Do you burn friends in Japan just as easily as everywhere else in the world, or you tend to keep your friendships?
Let me think. No, not exactly burning, but somebody burned me.
It's always someone else's fault. It's never your fault, is it? Hey, I can't believe you had a good thing running. You had Sirocco helping you out. You're a bit of a jerk.
Look, so how come
you thought it was your right. You thought it was your right to have Sirocco work for free and boss him around. You thought it was your right. What a entitled jerk.
No, I never bossed him. I never did, actually.
And what happened with Shane? Tell me that. Was that a mistake? Can you admit that now and say, fuck, that was stupid? The guy.
Fuck, that was stupid. Fuck, that was stupid, yeah. But hey, we all learn from our mistakes, Arch. You know that. You're also not an angel.
Yeah, you didn't serve military service, did you?
No, I didn't.
No, you weaseled out, didn't you?
Not exactly.
Yeah, there's always an excuse with you. Tell me this.
When I say something is excuse, if I don't say nothing, so you you need to decide what is your opinion, Arch.
See, when you burn people, they no longer back you anymore. You know, you cry wolf so many times. Eventually, you've just burnt them. It's never going to be picked up.
Well, you also had different dreams, don't you, Archie?
Yep, that's exactly it. I got to tell you, people in this community embraced you, had fun, but you kind of spat it out, didn't you? You weren't really receptive to anything.
Actually, this community is amazing because they are very forgiving, and this is something nice about this specific community.
Yeah, well, I haven't forgiven you.
I
don't think I ever will. You're weaseling out of the tattoo. Why agree to the tattoo if you're going to weasel out of it? Can I ask you that?
A tattoo is very complicated. Did you ever make a tattoo, by the way? No, you never had a tattoo, right?
I'm asking you.
I'm asking you back. You never did a tattoo. Would you make a tattoo with Marcelo time in your back? What do you think?
That wasn't the question.
I asked you that question. Come on, for my birthday, would you?
I hate you.
Okay, I have a question. For
So
$2
let's
grand, would you make
let's
it?
just control the narrative here. We got Jojo, sweet Jojo, and we're gonna. Is Sob coming or not? Yes or no?
He's not coming. He's busy.
Oh fuck! Why is he not coming? He's busy.
He's working.
He's a decker. Why does he work? He doesn't need to work. He just says to the boss, "Look, I can't come. I'm not feeling well." He's got to pull a sickie. You know the great Aussie sickie. You know the great Aussie sickie.
He's still a little bit miffed about your turning your back on your Aussie mates a while ago. I think you remember when he got his.
What Aussie mates?
He's a bit annoyed that there's a couple of things transpired a few months ago, and you turned your back on the Aussies and the Boomers, and you went with your other core demographic. He's a bit burned on that. Remember, he's from a long. Look, I'm not like I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger. Don't shoot me. I'm just a messenger.
Never mix your friends. That's what you
patched
told me. You told me.
Oil and water. I know. Oil.
Didn't you say that to me?
Oil and water. You're right. You're right.
Never. What did you say to me? Never.
Yeah, and you gave him my details, and he rang me, and we became good mates. Well, what can I say about that? It is what it is,
Never mix your friends.
Yeah.
Good
Archie,
advice,
before you ask
listener.
about my burning my friends, you should fix your domestic problems first.
Super chat SD43, £2. Pot kettle over. Fuck me dead, Arch. Listen to yourself. And we got the Stigler, Stigler, $2. Marcelo, I went to bat for you. Get the Viking tattoo.
Now, Marcelo, I've got a question about the tattoo.
Yeah,
in your religion, right? I remember watching a Larry David episode, and
they say yes. They say you don't.
you can never be buried in hallowed ground if you get a tattoo. Does that bother you?
No,
not exactly, because I'm going to get burned. I am in Japan, and in Japan, actually, you're not allowed to.
You'll be on a funeral pyre.
Yeah, I'm going to be. Basically, I understood that I'm going to look like a CD player. Actually, they're going to burn me, put me in a very small pot, and it looked like a CD player when all the time the pots change in the same grave. It's a little bit sounds crazy or ridiculous, but yeah, this is the way it goes in Japan.
Okay, and Archie, you're not revisiting the angelic demands.
No, I don't particularly want him anymore. He's burnt.
I know how that feels. Don't we, Marcelo?
Ouch! Ouch!
Speaking of tattoos, I've still got tie tracks on me, Archie, from all the times I've been thrown under the bus, but that's all right. It's okay. It's okay. You excited about your trip, mate?
Sure. Very excited.
Have you got some reading material, audio books for the trip?
No. Have you?
I'm not going.
You can lend me some, hey?
There's some great YouTube channels. Soft White Underbelly, I recommend that. That's a good one.
I love Soft White Underbelly. It's a great channel. Insider
is a good one. Very good. There's a couple of really good Aussie crime ones. That Inspector Jubilant, the guy that got kicked out of the New South Wales Police Force, he runs a good crime podcast.
What did he get kicked out?
What did he get kicked out for? Watch movies in the plane? You don't
What
like
did
to
he
watch
get
movies
kicked
in
out
the
for?
plane?
He got kicked out for secretly recording some guy who was his suspect in the William Tyrrell disappearance.
He's not allowed to do.
And now the fingers are being pointed at, let's just say, people closer to the family than otherwise thought.
I actually find you guys' 60 Minutes Australia pretty interesting as well, by the way.
It's a great YouTube channel. Yep. Also, Four Corners. If you ever want to see some good Aussie, some good Aussie current affairs, Four Corners on the ABC channel.
Super chat. Where have you been? We got Dirk Diggler, $2. Marcelo, only religion is money.
He learned from the Parnif.
Yeah.
Did you watch?
By the way, Archie,
We got
if you want
Tommy,
to learn...
Tommy, $2. Tommy, $2. Sovron is awesome. Plastic, thanks for coming on.
Anytime,
Yeah.
Tommy.
What time
Anytime.
are you leaving? Come and see me. What time are you leaving?
I'll be leaving here at. Hang on, Marcelo. I just got to answer Archie's question. I'll be leaving here at 11. I'm synchronizing my clock to leave 11:30. Oh, sorry, 10:30. That'll get me there at 11:30ish, and that gives me enough leeway for traffic problems to roll into the driveway at 11:45.
You're coming to see me. You'll be there about what 11, quarter to 12, right?
Around that time, I'll back in and I'll.
How long have you got with me? What time are you heading back home?
Oh, look, we can have lunch, and you're like you normally want to fuck off once you've had your last, mouthful. Unless you want to grab a coffee, we'll see how we go. But I'm in no rush.
I got to get my license renewed. Do you want to go over with me?
TMR.
Yeah.
Have you already applied for it?
No, I just renew my license. I don't have to apply for anything.
You can do it online. You don't have to go in anymore.
You reckon?
You don't need to go in. Just do it online. That's fucking that's been a great change in the system. You don't have to go. You don't have to put your fucking face in there, mate.
I think I need a photo to be taken.
What's the So what's the expiry year on the current one?
I mean,
what's it been active for? Like when was the last photo?
Okay, I'll have a look.
Effective date. It's all about the effective date.
18.
No, you're fine. It's 10 years. It's 10 years. So you've got another 5 years. You just got to go to the website and extend it for another 5 years. You're sweet.
That's it. You cannot renew your license. This renewal cannot be done online because one of the following reasons. You do not have a current digital photo and signature recorded with us. You need. Okay, that's the reason.
Oh, that's fucked.
Okay, so do you want to go with me or you don't? Because we can chat whilst I'm in the queue.
Yeah, I probably can't because I've got to get the kids from school.
Fuck. Okay, probably we'll eat, pump and dump.
Pump and dump. I won't even bother to come in and use your toilet. How's that sound?
Okay, pump and dump. Okay, that's good because we'll go and eat. Then okay, that's fine. I'm happy for that. I would have liked to have gone over and got my license renewed with you, but that's okay.
Well, you've still got tomorrow.
Okay, no worries. Okay, thank you. Thanks for your help, Plastic.
You're
Thanks
good.
for your help.
You're good.
Thanks for your help, Plastic.
You're good.
Yeah.
You are good, mate. You're the master. Marcelo, you had a question for Arch.
Yeah, look, even there, I just was watching Netflix about Beckham. Even Beckham got forgiven by the horrible thing that he did in the World Cup.
What did he do wrong? What did Beckham do? What did Beckham do that's so horrible?
In '98, he actually dropped down and he actually gave a back kick, and then he got a red card. And then England played. It was a match between England and Argentina, and England lost because also they had only 10 players, and the superstar that was Beckham was in the bench basically with a red card, and he got life threatened, and it was a disaster in his life. I mean, all England hated him, including the prime minister. All England was against him. So you really need to see that show in Netflix, and maybe then you're going to understand that my forgiveness is.
I don't know, Arch. I think what Marcelo did was worse. I think renouncing you when he went with Shane Coughlan after all the work you did was worse than what Beckham did, Arch.
No. The whole country hated Beckham. Come
Archie,
on.
what do you
That
think,
was
mate?
big.
He renounced you and went with Cooglin, the $5,000 a month advisor.
Yeah.
How'd that
I
work
didn't
out?
pay that
How'd that
much.
turn out? How'd that turn out, Marcelo?
Yeah. Yeah. Turn the heat on. Can you turn the heat on for him?
Where's your
Marcelo.
guide? Where's your guide now, Marcelo?
Yeah, ABC, £2. Arch, I recommend you watch Marcelo Time when bored. And Sirocco Sales, Stuffu, bird shit for brains.
Sirocco,
But you
peace be
see
with
that
you, brother.
Sirocco
I hope you're okay, mate. Hope you're okay.
typing. Sirocco, I wish you well. After we're going to be well and healthy, then we talk.
You know, Marcelo, all the stress from you coming back on.
He's just made fun of. He's just
Yeah, no, I
made
said
fun
all
of
the stress
Sirocco.
from Marcelo coming back on the show has given Sirocco a life-threatening illness. Come on, Marcelo, you got to do better than that, mate.
No, I just said I wish him well because I think he's sick, right? I mean,
He
he's
was
a little
healthy
bit.
before you came back on the shows.
That's not my fault.
Supposing you got to take the score. Eh?
I mean, he can't admit if it's my fault or not.
I really can't stand you personally. I think you're a fucking asshole. That's what I think of you.
Everybody have different opinions, Arch. You know, it's better to be your asshole than nobody here, right?
I really can't stand you. You've got no idea of loyalty. I backed you and you just fucking spat me out because you're a jerk. That's the reason. You're a fucking jerk.
The thing is that you're very stubborn in your memory. You actually don't forgive things that happened many years ago.
Yeah, I think you're just an asshole.
You know, a lot of people think about you other things as well. You know that.
Yeah, well, only reason I tolerate you is Tan said just let you on. But I'm not going to be nice to you. I think you're a prick. I don't like you in the least. You know that? I really dislike you
as well. Could they dislike you as well? Is okay.
I dislike you.
Go always both ways, you know.
I really dislike you.
Christmas coming soon, Arch. Maybe an angel will open your eyes. Who knows? You know. We never know. We never know. Anyway, let's go. Did we have upvotes? Guys, how many people watching? And if you guys can upvote the show, it would be wonderful. Please don't forget to upvote.
I got to be totally honest with you. There's nothing I really like about you. I'm really disappointed in so many things you've done. And it just I just think it's so disappointing that you can't even, you know, you think it's just a game. You think you play with people's emotions, you play with people's loyalty, and you expect it all back. That's what fucking is ridiculous. Because I tell you this now, you don't deserve nothing from nobody. Patel Philippe, $5. Arch, what are 3 things you love about Marcelo? I love the fact he's not in Australia. I love the fact that his business is a disaster and his marriage doesn't seem very good. That's 3 things I like about him. I'm not a big fan of the Marcelo. You just burnt me, man. You know, you just burnt me. Just burnt me. Burnt me so badly. That's the thing. Burnt me. Just burnt me so badly. That's the thing. Just burnt and expects me just to
Sorry, that was an emergency phone call I needed to take.
Sing Kumbaya. Here we go. We've got
lost you
Loose
a little
Tooth,
bit, Archie.
$2. $2, Loose Tooth. Arch, how Arch, how ugly is Marcelo's haircut? Lack of hair. I don't really. I don't like to get into personal attacks on people. I don't need to rely on
Excuse me?
things like that because Marcelo is lacking in substance. We've got Sweet Jojo back. Sweet Jojo.
That was Sovron again, and he's got a fucking beef to pick with you there, Marcelo. When he went out of his way,
the shirt. He sent
he
the
went out
shirt.
of his
Give me
way
the
to
shirt.
fucking-
He didn't give me a fucking shirt. I didn't get a fucking custom shirt. You know
went out
that?
of he went out of his way to make Marcelo a shirt. He sent the shirt, and on the fucking label was fucking the return address, i.e. fucking Sovron's address. Marcelo holds it up to the fucking camera. Docks the fucking route master. He docks the route master, Arch. You don't dox the route master.
Complete fuck.
No, I
The guy's
didn't.
a complete fuckwit. The guy's a complete fuckwit. He doesn't even care. Marcelo does. He's laughing. He's laughing about it. What the fuck is that stupid?
He told you
laugh
more
of
than
yours?
once.
What's that stupid fucking laugh of yours? Can I ask you that?
He said when that shirt comes in, don't show the fucking envelope.
You can double check.
He
Everybody
said
can double
don't
check.
show the envelope, and you held it up to the fucking camera, and that showed Sovron's address.
Mommy did.
Yeah,
Mommy did. Then I needed to erase it. Mommy
That
did.
was
Mommy
fucking
didn't,
like a mortal sin. You doxed the guy that was helping you out. Fucking, Archie, he had $20 million and lifetime and generations of fucking good Australian breeding on his side, mate.
Yes. Not like the scumbags that we're from convict and wog stock.
That's right. He had fucking Burke's Peerage, right?
Yes.
Fucking Jim Dandy with a fucking nice fucking turtleneck and a nice fucking leather capped sports jacket. He had that guy on his side, you know? The guy with the fucking antique furniture and the antique clocks. Have you seen Sov's antique clocks? They're amazing. Amazing.
This is amazing.
Yeah, well, you fucked that up, Marcelo. He was in your corner, mate. He fucking was there batting for you, man. He made you the shirt. He said, please don't dox me when I send it in. And you fucking held up the address for the world to see. That was really fucking upsetting, mate.
That wasn't my fault, but
it's never your fault.
It wasn't my
it's
fault.
never your fault. Just like you weaseled out of military service, it's never your fault. You're fucking.
Of course,
You're
it
just.
wasn't my fault.
You weasel out of everything. You just weasel. He's a weasel. So Sovron needs to understand the guy's a weasel. He doesn't even feel sorry. Oh, it was an accident. It happened. Oh, you know what? How about
Archie,
you take
you
some
burn people
responsibility?
out.
How about you take some respect? I'll worry about mine. We're talking about your flaws. You're a grub. Nobody
No, you're
likes you
attacking
here.
me
Nobody likes you.
like
Nobody likes you because you've got no moral fiber. Adam, £2. Opinion on Cathay Pacific as an airline, AC3. I love Cathay Pacific. Cathay Pacific was one of the great airlines. They've had some tough times with lockdown, but I think Cathay Pacific is one of my favorite airlines. And
Is that Malaysian?
No, Cathay. Cathay Pacific was actually started by an Australian guy. I don't know if you know this. Cathay
Was that
Pacific.
Singapore girl, or is that, they had
Cathay is Hong Kong.
Oh,
Cathay
Hong
Pacific
Kong.
is Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, right.
Oriental, the heart of the Orient. The Orient. It was actually Cathay Pacific always used Aussie pilots. I don't know if you know that. They wanted ex-Qantas and Air Force pilots. They had very, very strong ties to Australia. Cathay Pacific is a very, very well-regarded airline. They're part of Swire Group. They're a conglomerate. I think I love Cathay Pacific. I think they're a top airline. We got a super.
There's
chat
no
from
way that
Ridge.
Cathay Pacific would burn a route master, is there, Arch?
What's that?
There's no way Cathay Pacific would burn a route master.
No, because they're Aussie. Burke's Peerage. That guy's in Burke's Peerage too. Riddler, $2. Arch, no holding back. Tell us how you really feel. That's from the Riddler. Thank you so much. I've got to tell you, Bear. Sorry, Sovron. I totally support you. He's a dickhead. Marcelo is just a complete insensitive dickhead. That's what he is. He's just got no thought, nothing. He only cares about.
Do you remember when that show was? You got right behind the Marcelo network because you saw it as a way to fucking keep the wolves at bay. You saw it as a way to keep the other guy in check, even though you was a bit of an alliance. And at some point, you were also rooting for the underdog. I remember having offline chats with you about it. You said, look, I want Marcelo to do well. He got burnt by some guys. He's fucking, he's coming back. He's trying to do well.
Exactly.
And you mobilised your supporters base, i.e. the Boomers and the other guys. We fucking marched over there. We jumped in the chat. We ran shows. We fucking looked after everything. We fucking made everyone feel welcome. We basically were there fucking turning it into a pseudo proxy fucking arm of the Archie network. Then I came up with an idea, maybe, you should do a stream deal with Marcelo. You knocked on it because you said you want Marcelo to be independent. You want Marcelo to do well. Then he brings Shane Coughlan in, pays the guy. He never paid you. And fucking $5,000 a month.
No. He couldn't have paid that. Marcelo wouldn't pay anybody besides himself. He's a selfish son of a bitch.
Thank you, Arch.
Is there any way back from this, Arch? Is there any road to redemption for Marcelo? Is there any way back?
No. Just like I'm never going to be really good friends with you again. You fucking burnt me as well. You're another one. Not as bad as Marcelo, but I'd never be close friends with you.
Well, let's chat about this at the Power Summit, okay? Yeah. Over lunch.
And I'm disappointed that you were pushing things on the stream that you knew were sensitive. You know that I said
like
to
what? Like what? You
can't criticize the royalty in other countries.
That's between you don't need to white knight for Lux. That's between Lux and myself. He doesn't need a white knight.
Anyhow, I told him some goss on you. So I said, if he gets too out of hand, here's some real dirty goss.
Oh, fucking bring it on. Tell him to tell.
No, I'm just telling you. I don't want to do that. Okay, it's not the way I do things. But I shouldn't have to even mention that. You fucking should respect when I say, just be careful.
You told me some things about him as well.
Hey, I tell things about everyone. I got dirt on everyone. You bring it on. You bring it on.
It's a dirty world.
Bring it on.
It's a dirty world.
And do you reckon Marcelo weaseled out a national military service or not?
Oh, look, I have no idea how that works in Japan. I didn't know Japanese.
In Israel, you've got to do 2 years military service.
Look, I don't know. I really don't know.
Would you do your bit if we had conscription? If you had military service, would you do? You're an Aussie. You're a proud Aussie. You've got to do it.
You've got to do it. You can't fucking say no to it when they call you up.
You got to do your bit.
You can't say no to it.
2 years is the woman. 3 years is men.
Sorry?
Well, you can say no to it, Archie. If you're doing accounting at university, you can say no.
No, you have to do your military. In Singapore, that's another country that has military service.
But then your dad, he didn't have to do it because he was doing accounting or something?
No, he was conscripted. That was to go and fight in Vietnam. It's a free Asian tour. You did a tour. I would have loved to have gone to Vietnam and done a tour.
Did he go? Did your dad go?
I'll be honest with you. It wasn't no holiday. You look at all the bad things that happened. It's fucking horrendous. That war was horrendous. War was horrendous.
The best thing about the war was the sound. The best thing about the war was the soundtrack.
I got to be honest with you. That was a fucking nasty war. That's so sad to see that country. Fucking, that was just war is not a good thing. You realize.
Speaking of wars, Afghanistan beat England overnight in the World Cup in cricket. That's amazing when you think about all the wars.
England hasn't been good for a long time. Are you a cricket fan?
Not really.
$2. Marcelo, where is the tattoo? And Mike Hammer, $5. Are you looking forward to Summer Olympics in Brisbane in 2032? Do you think by then you and Plastic will be good friends again? That's not far away, is it? 2032.
The important thing is by that date, make sure you've still got your property, because that by then, whatever your price is now, add one to the fucking first number.
You reckon that much?
Oh, 100%, mate.
You really think so?
Yeah, first of all, regarding the tattoo, I really was reconsidered, but after getting so much anti Marcelo from you, so I now actually it does push me even further away from it, because
you know how lucky you are, Marcelo. Did you know how lucky you are? Angelic could have had your slot, but he's behind you in the pecking order now. So you've still got your slot with the lead in from the night show. You know how fucking lucky. No, I'm serious, mate. Like you still,
I know. This
you
is
can
nice.
still eke out an existence. You can get leads from Arch. He hasn't taken that off you. You're still part of the alliance. He's not even given Angelic that fucking look in, which I was hoping to chat to Arch about today. So, Archie, you got to make Marcelo realize how fucking lucky he is, mate.
I am very lucky.
You're still there. You're still part of the alliance. You're still getting support. If I'm ever around, look, you always got me to jump on a show. The other guys, you got Mental Jock. He'll probably jump on one day if I think you guys have got some beef. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on there, but look, I'll jump on if I get a chance. You know, Arch is still there supporting you, mate. After all that's been said and done.
I agree. This is great. I just don't want to burn my skin off. That's all.
Arch, I don't know about this tattoo. I don't think it's going to go ahead by the sounds of it, mate.
He's weaseling out, isn't he? He's weaseling out. You can see it, can't you?
He wants to be in. He wants to be in consecrated grounds when he dies. He doesn't want to be in. He wants his soul. Out, yeah, he wants his soul to fly. You know.
How angry was Sol? How angry was Sol?
Oh, mate, white hot. More angry at Marcelo than he is at you when you burnt the Aussies. Put it that way. So there's no coming back from.
My thing's only a mosquito bite. My thing's only a mosquito.
Yeah, yours needs work, but Marcelo's would need a fucking a reanimation from fucking Frankenstein.
Marcelo is a bit of an idiot like that. Complete moron.
If Sav, you know what? This is only for Savran. If Savran comes to Japan, I give him a free steak.
Oh fuck, Arch! After all you've done for Marcelo, you don't get a free steak. Savran does.
The guy's a cunt. The guy's a complete cunt.
Oh fuck, Marcelo.
Fucking cunt.
Oh jeez. He's learned from the master, Arch. Put it that way.
What an absolute asshole, hey? Can you believe that? Can you really believe?
I can't believe that he's going to give Sovereign a 100-gram steak over you. I can't fucking believe it. I can't believe it. Would you be serving it with Hitachi mushrooms?
I will serve with all the goods I have. He even will get a nice wine of glass of me as well.
Oh my God, Archie, that free wine too. Free wine, free food for Sov.
Yeah.
And he hasn't even spoken to him. Oh God! Marcelo.
What a T-shirt can do, huh?
Imagine amazing. Yeah, you're right. You're right. The Hebrew hammer. Remember that? The Hebrew hammer.
Yeah. I still have it. It's still with me.
Amazing. You should send the design.
Can't you?
Send the design to Arch. You'll put it on the merch site for Luxy to take 50%.
Yeah, that's the way. That's the way it goes, I'm afraid.
It is, mate. It is. How are you, Mike the Snake? What's going on with you, bro?
Not a mucho. I forgot that I had to run to the store really quick and pick up some prescriptions.
Super chat from
just ran there and ran back on my bad motor scooter.
We got the Rancher on. Hello, Rancher. And very quickly, let me catch up. We got Neo, $2. Archie, work with Marcelo to get the AC3 tattoo. By the way, Jojo, you got to be jumping in the car soon, don't you?
10:30 is off time I run from. It's a 10:30 start from here, mate. 10:30 start, and that should cover all bases.
And Sirocco sales $2. Bird shit brains, 2 chicken shit to get a tattoo. Look at that. Sirocco's coming out, hammering him.
Mike the Snake, I've got a question for Mike the Snake. With your tattoos, Mike, are you worried about you're unable to be buried in holy ground like Marcelo is?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. I think that's only certain religions that pay any attention to that. I know the Jewish people are that way. Because I had a Jewish
Well, the
girlfriend.
Jewish religion is the foundation upon which the Christian faith was built. So those traditions and tenements also would flow true for the Christian faith.
Possibly. I just know that if
Christian
you're
but Christians got very influenced by the pagans of Romans, so that's why
if you're a practicing Jew, you can't have any ink on you when you pass, or you won't go to heaven. But not, if you're regular Catholic or whatever Protestant, I've never heard of that.
Marcelo, you're going to hell anyway, so what does it matter? Honestly.
Yeah, exactly, huh?
Yes.
You go down there and show.
You'll be burning for the eternity in hell, mate. In hellfire. So why fucking care? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it was nice to get burned in hell with a nice booze.
He's good, Archie. He's fucking good.
He's good.
He's good, mate. He's a panel member, mate. He's a star. You knew he was a star the moment he jumped on your show with this. You fucking knew it. He's a star, mate. He's always been a star. That's his problem. He's a star. He's a co-star. He's the guy that went out on his own to start a solo career and it failed. But he's trying to get back in the band. Problem is he doesn't make money in the band. That's a problem he's got. He's in a bind, Archie. He's in a bind.
It's not my fucking problem. Let me just bring up. I want to show you a clip here. I got a clip. I just want to show you that I found the clip. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Go another clip.
How come you such a bunch of bums?
No sound, Arch.
You see this watch?
Sound.
Yeah,
I couldn't hear it.
Okay.
He said you see this watch.
You see this watch? Yeah. That watch costs more than your car. I made $970,000 last year. How much you make? You see, pal, that's who I am, and you're nothing. Nice guy? I don't give a shit. Good father? Fuck you. Go home and play with your kids. You want to work here? Close. You think this is abuse? You think this is abuse, you cocksucker? You can't take this. How can you take the abuse you get on a shit? You don't like it? Leave. I can go out there tonight. The materials you got make myself $15,000. Tonight, in 2 hours, can you? Can you? Go and do likewise. AIDA. Get mad, you son of a bitches. Get mad. You know what it takes to sell real estate? It takes brass balls to sell real estate. Go and do likewise, Jack.
Okie dokie. We got some other super chats coming in fast. We got Sirocco Sales, $2. Bird shit brains to chicken shit to get a tattoo. There we go. I think he's talking to you, Marcelo.
If it's for a show brass balls, I think.
Okay, let's talk to Rancher. How are you going, Rancher? Hello, Rancher.
Okay, now I was going to answer a question to Mike. And then I realized the question was, in fact, how did you stab Archie in the back? I thought the question was, how do I stab Archie in the back? I was going to come on and talk to you.
No, somebody mentioned, Mike, something about Archie still angry at you for stabbing him in the back. And I'm like wondering, what did I do to stab Archie in the back? I don't believe I've ever done so. So that's all.
I really hated Marcelo until about an hour ago. I started liking him more and more. But that's beside the point.
He's a star, isn't he?
I actually going to buy the platinum balls, you know? This is a baller.
I didn't say I love you. Be quiet. Anyway,
Okay.
here's the question I have, though. Okay, there's no ranking. There used to be rats, rodents. There used to be treacherous snakes. I'm still thinking in my mind, TGV
Because
is still
Green Room passed away, Clivers. Green Room, we lost Green Room, so he was doing all that stuff.
How do you mean he passed away? What happened?
Didn't he? I thought he was. I thought he was gone.
What happened to Green Room?
That's exactly what I thought. I thought just the silence meant that there's something awful had happened. I thought.
Nothing's
Do you know
happened to
something?
Green. He wants a break from YouTube. He doesn't want to do it anymore.
Does he speak to you?
Why don't you have crappy luxury on? But okay, but beside the point, beside the fact that
he resigned as well. He retired. Remember?
He's coming back. He put an ad on his channel.
Yeah. And he's on the live stream comments right now. But the question I have is, where's the new ranking? Where's the new enemies list?
It's all Green Room though. He's retired, Clivers. There's no ranking. It's a potpourri.
Oh fuck!
You're down the bottom. You're a minor player now.
God damn it!
You've gone from evil to a minor irritation.
God damn it!
The B leagues.
You were evil at one point.
What's happened, Rancher?
Well, I'm just kind of wondering where I stand in the rankings, but apparently you can't even do rankings anymore.
We like you, Rancher. We love you, okay?
God damn it, you're just making it worse now. Fuck. Fuck.
He wants to be hated, Arch. Come on. He wants to be in the same corner as the rest of us.
You got to put Rancher above Marcelo, Archie. Come on.
No. Let's be honest. No, I'm not nearly as irritating as Marcelo is. All right. Well, I guess that's gonna slick back. Damn it.
Well, then put him above me. Put me down at the bottom.
I don't think you want to be under me.
That doesn't matter to me one way or the other.
However, I know you don't want to be under Mark Goldberg.
How about this, Rancher? Archie hates every one of us equally.
that pie in the sky. No. All right. Anyway, go back to bashing on the bald one. Bye. Fuck.
What's that?
It's the Rancher. I don't know. The Rancher's kind of strange at times.
Well, he's a lawyer. He's supposed to be strange. I mean, he knows what he's doing.
Do you remember Matlock, Arch? Matlock?
Oh, yeah. I remember Matlock.
Fuck, Matlock was good.
Yeah, Matlock was okay.
MacGyver. Who's MacGyver? Which one of you is MacGyver?
MacGyver was great. He could escape from an underwater submarine with a paperclip and a rubber band.
Exactly. I was just gonna say exactly the same thing. It was like give him a piece of paper, a rubber band, and a paper clip, and that fucker will get out of fucking the vault at Fort Knox. He'd make anything out of anything.
Amazing
Give him
guy.
a bubble stick. Give him a bubble gun and a chopstick, and he make a helicopter.
What Sovereign told me something interesting, Archie. We're talking about bicycles. When Sovereign was a young lad, his bicycle had hydraulic brakes. Isn't that amazing?
What sort of bicycle? It would have been an expensive one, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be cheap?
It wouldn't have been a BMX bike with tufts, would it?
We had the Kmart bike. Remember that with back brakes?
Yeah, with the tufts and the back brake.
We had the heavy frame and shit like that.
Oh yeah, no chrome molly for us, just steel.
No chrome molly. Yeah.
Rusted steel frame.
Today, most of the nicer bikes have hydraulic disc brakes, just like.
Oh, well, that's the Sov had, and we're talking the fucking 70s, Mike the Snake.
Oh, had hydraulic brakes back then.
Fucking amazing. He told me that.
Were they? They
Can
must
you
have been
imagine him,
drum
Arch?
drum
Can you
breaks.
imagine him pedaling around the fucking the rich suburbs of St. Lucia with his tweed jacket on as a 9-year-old with hydraulic brakes and long trousers and leather shoes.
Pee Wee Herman style. Pee Wee Herman style. You know Pee Wee Herman? Pee Wee Herman. Pee Wee Herman style.
Oh, money buys class, mate, but breeding buys forever. You know what I mean? Breeding is forever, mate. You just can't fucking, look, Arch, give you $10 million and you'll be a classy guy, but you'll never have the breeding that Sov's got, mate. None of us do.
No.
We're talking hundreds of years of selective breeding between families, that you've got to, arranged high society weddings and all that sort of stuff. It's just, fuck, I wouldn't be lucky to be a gardener at one of those fucking functions, You just putting up the tent.
We'd be catering. Yeah, the only way we'd get through there. The only way we'd get through there is if me and you were driving the taxi.
No, not even.
Yeah.
Picking up the rubbish the next day. That's about it, mate.
Yeah.
Okay, Danny.
Where's Marcelo?
Oh, we miss the Sovereign, mate. We miss that guy. Fucking. Hey, look, he's busy today, mate. But I'll keep throwing it out there, man.
Marcelo, Saffron's just rung me. It says,
even a free lunch, it's a good invitation. I mean, Marcelo's offered Sov a free lunch too, which is amazing.
Well, Saffron's just rung me. He's just rung me.
That's what breeding does. It lets you fucking turn down free lunches. As a statey, I can't turn down a free lunch.
And Archie couldn't even get a free salad.
And I'm always looking for somewhere to take a piss,
Archie,
Do you remember when I took a piss in Sov's toilet? Oh, the lavender, the smell of the bathroom was amazing. Archie, amazing. Never seen a bathroom so clean.
Salad? How do you feel you can't get free salad off Marcelo, but Saffron can have all he likes?
That's exactly it, eh?
It's just Marcelo Saffron's just rung me. He's just said he's gonna make it in a few weeks. Saffron said he's gonna make it to yours in a few weeks, Marcelo. So he said, but what is he actually allowed?
That would be awesome.
Yeah, but he said he's a big eater and 100 grams won't do him. So can you give him something a bit bigger, like?
Yeah, no worries, man. Of course, I can put it like 300 grams.
Tough love. 6 months. Tough love. Member for 6 months. Visit Tokyo, Archie. The third world sucks. Yeah, I might go to Japan, but I can tell you one thing. I certainly won't be going to Marcelo's store.
Give him some shit, Archie. I've been enjoying it when you've been.
Quick question about the Luxy poo, Archie. He always shits on Western governments, Western society. Why does he want to live in an oppressive regime? I just don't get it. I mean, wouldn't you want to live somewhere where you can speak freely about whoever's fucking, king or whatever?
Hey.
I don't understand it, mate. I just don't get it. I like it.
Yeah, but you're the sort of person who, unless everyone does what you do, they're wrong.
Not true. Not true. I respect all men, all religions, all creeds. I'm progressive, Art.
Mike Hammer, $10. Sov doing the video of Mike working on the lathe was classic.
Those were the days.
He's a funny bastard.
Danny, remember all the work, the collabs you did with Sov? Amazing stuff. Amazing.
It's funny as fuck in his Sovereign. Or Saffron, as Marcelo says.
Saffron.
Saffron from my restaurant, and he get anything he wants. I can't even have a brown crispy salad that I throw in bin. He's a fucking tight cunt, isn't he, out there? If fucking humming and ahhing about salad, you're going to go way over. You've made him come back in at fucking making money. You can't even have a salad. But Saffron can have whatever he wants.
It's amazing how Saffron actually getting the free steaks and the free wine.
That's the value of breeding, Danny. As a root master with hundreds of years of selective breeding, you get to choose. You get to choose your what you can reject and what you can accept, and Sovereign's earned the right through that process of basically rejecting all free offers. It's amazing. I say, as a statey, I can't reject anything.
Get what's given to you.
100% right.
Archie, come on, give Marcelo.
March, can I ask you a question? You know your old school, Oxley State High, right?
Mm.
You know it's become a new development.
Expensive new development.
Yeah. Is it too late to do a sideways move into that development? Get yourself a brand new house?
The land's not cheap, you know. I wouldn't build. I would not build with the number of builders going broke. Would you build again?
No, I'm done building. We've got our home, but I think a good local builder would be the way to go. You wouldn't probably go for the big volume builders. You'd pick a good local builder, you know.
Yeah.
You talk to someone like Sovereign who's done many developments, and you'd ask his opinion. He'd have some good local builders on speed dial.
There you go.
He's a very learned guy, our Sovereign.
Marcelo,
Certainly is.
And that Saffron got you.
Am I?
You sound like you fucking parrot.
I can't hear Danny, unfortunately.
Can you hear me now, Plastic? Yeah.
Hey, you can hear me? Yeah.
Marcelo, you can't.
Yeah, for some reason I'm watching it on the TV as well. That's the only way I can hear you. That's why there's a lag.
Then you come to Japan and give you a free salad, I promise.
Do I look like I eat fucking salad, mate? I'm a fat cunt. Salad's for rabbits, mate. I won't fucking dare. I've had bigger cheeseburgers than your fucking steaks, mate.
Look, Arch, I'm going to go, mate. I'm going to get ready. I've got to do my hair and put on my makeup and everything.
Yeah, no worries. Come over. Let's go. We'll go, okay?
Should I beep the horn a few times or just text?
I don't care.
Okay, see you, mate.
Where you doing your watch? Plazo, where you doing your watch?
Stay sexy! Stay sexy, boys!
Now let's get down to it. Archie, how do you feel that Marcelo fucking won't even give you a fucking rotten old salad?
I just feel really disappointed. The guy is so disappointed, you know.
It's a bit of a kick it knackers, isn't it? You know,
it's
you come out way over and he can't even give you a salad. Never mind.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, man. It's like we worked him over hard the other day to try to get him to cough up a fucking 100-gram steak, and he wouldn't budge. And now today he's fucking passing out fucking steaks, you know, like they're fucking, you know,
passing them out like the fucking free leaflets for window cleaning, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you know,
it was
blue chip
one
stamps.
free steak and someone wanted. What I can do, you know, it's not under my control.
What about for Archie?
Archie, so how do you feel about? I mean, like last week.
I feel very disappointed. I feel really disappointed. I did so much for him.
Last week, how much have you made him?
Archie should deal with Zafran regarding the free steak. He can negotiate with Sam.
Or you could just stop being a tight cunt and give him a steak. Imagine going out with all them miles and you can't even get a free salad, never mind a steak.
I know. It's just ridiculous, isn't it?
How much have you made him, Archie, over the last 2 weeks again?
Thousands I've made for him, you know?
And he won't even give you a fucking ping-pong size steak?
That's exactly ping-pong size steak. That's exactly it.
Yeah, no,
that's
the
crazy.
ping-pong size steak is very precious. It's precious. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. I love it.
What's more precious, one steak or your live stream, Marcelo?
I'm getting old. Life is slipping away from my fingers.
What's that got to do with giving Archie a free steak?
It's the fingers.
You do yourself no favors. You know what? You should have just said yeah, because Archie won't going to come anyway. But
I
you
wouldn't
said
go
no.
anyhow. Why would I fucking go to your crappy fucking restaurant for a lousy fucking steak? I wouldn't go.
Exactly.
But you make an issue of it.
Exactly. Should have just said yes, shouldn't it?
Well, the restaurant belong to mommy, not me. You should deal with mommy.
No,
There's
it's
always
your
excuses with
restaurant.
him.
It's full of
it's
shit.
just-
His restaurant's called Marcello's, but he's blaming it on mummy.
It's true. It's actually Marcello's with an S.
Think he can't even give you a steak. He can't even give you a steak, and he sat there with a platona on, pleading poverty.
Hey, I put this steak on Sav. Let them deal with Sav. I'm getting a free steak. What do you guys think about Sav? Sav is cool.
I love Savi. He wouldn't do that to Archie though.
Quite nasty.
Maybe Mikey. What happened if maybe Mikey should come visit me in Japan? Mikey would love Japan. There's beautiful Japanese Sheilas.
I'll talk for Mikey because he's too polite.
Yeah, I'd be down. I'd be down to going to Japan for sure. I'll stop by your restaurant.
So, Mikey, would you go all the
Mikey
miles?
would take care of Mikey.
Mikey, would you go all the miles over to his restaurant and not even get a free steak or free salad?
I don't think you care about the free salad. You want the steak. I'll take care of the steak for
I'd
for Mike.
probably want the steak.
Mikey's on me. Mikey's on me.
I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy, but I'd eat the steak too if it kind of was part of the entire meal. Like in America,
Mikey is good because Mikey can eat the steak. He doesn't drink the booze. He cannot drink alcohol now, so he's okay.
We didn't even get to Marcelo. We didn't even get to booze. You won't even give him a free fucking salad. Never mind booze.
No, he doesn't drink alcohol.
Yeah, but Archie does. But we didn't even get to that stage. You won't even give him a free salad.
Does Archie like salad? I don't think he likes salad. He's a one big salad right now. I mean, he doesn't like salad.
Come on, give him some shit, Archie. For fuck's sake, man. Don't just sit there. Give him some shit.
I've got nothing to say to him. I just dislike him. I just really dislike him.
He's tired. He's going to fly soon to the state in 22 hours, I guess. So yeah, he needs to save his energy. There's a lot of nice movies in the plane. You can watch some good shit in the plane. No porno though. Sorry for that, but other stuff is good. Like
think a fucking word of that.
Light porn, maybe or something. There's a lot of other good shit you can do in the plane.
Come on, Archie. I want to see them eyebrows in air. I want to see you give him some fucking shit, mate.
Yeah, wow.
I've been
Adam,
enjoying it.
Yeah, I don't know what to say to him. I
You
just
can
kind
order
of.
kosher food. Kosher food is nice. You can order a kosher meal in the plane also. Did you try kosher food?
Here we go. We got Adam. We got Adam. What will it take for you to come to London, AC3? I'll be honest with you. London's a long way away, and it's fucking expensive. The way currency and things like that is at the moment, it is very expensive. So I'm reluctant. I'm reluctant to go there because it is very expensive, and that's the thing. You've got to be, it's not cheap to travel. These places, go here, go there. I'm actually looking at going to Asia's closer to me. So that's easier for me to go to Asia because it's a shorter trip and less expensive. This is just how it goes. So hey, what can you do? Let's have a look there. What are you? Have you been to the US, Danny? Danny, you travel a bit.
No, I've not been there, mate. No, never been. There's somewhere nice to go though.
You're welcome to come and stay at my place, Danny, if you ever make it over here.
Would you let me stay there, Mike? I'd have best of luck for you.
With welcome arms, absolutely, man. I'd be honored to have you stay with me.
I'd stay in fucking kitchen, mate. I won't be bothered. I won't try to be posh like Sard. I'd say anywhere you asked.
Dude, you can do whatever you want. You can raid my kitchen. You can eat all my food. You can run the air conditioning super cold all day. I don't care, man. While you're here, mi casa, su casa.
Mikey, I won't do that to you, mate. I won't take advantage of you.
I'm just saying. Any guest I have that comes to my
Then
house,
you bring your own
basically,
salad.
they have the run of the place. You know, it's like they're, you know, if somebody comes and visits me, they have the run of the house, the same as if I you know, same as me. They don't
Okay,
have to, like,
speaking of
they
which,
don't-
we got a great celebrity on now. Look who we've got here. We have Mr. Paul Thorpe. How are you, Paul?
Paul, I don't know about a great celebrity, mate. I mean, blimey, thank you very much, but I'm not sure about that.
What is happening, Mr. Thorpe? What is going on? Tell us what's happening in the watch world. What are you up to? Where are you? You're in New York or you're in London?
No, I'm in New York. Arrived yesterday. Had a good day today. Feeling a bit homesick. I don't like being away from home, Paul. But no, I'm in the Big Apple on a mission, and it's a flying visit. Unfortunately, I've got to go home before the show at the weekend, which is a real.
I'm arriving on the 18th. I'm arriving on the 18th, by the way, Paulie.
Oh no, I leave on the 18th, I think. Yeah, Wednesday I leave. What's Wednesday?
That's the 18th. I'm leaving. Yeah. I arrive at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well, I might be able to see you for 5 minutes before you go, because my flight's not until nearly midnight. So hopefully I'll bump into you.
Okay. Where are you staying in Manhattan?
Yeah, I'm staying in Manhattan. Yeah.
So what are you doing in New York? What are you there for? Tell us what's the go.
I'm here to just tidy one or two things up with the little project that we've got going.
That's the digital watch vault.
It is, Paul. Yeah.
How is that going, man? How's that going?
Fantastic, Paul. Really pleased. I mean, we're a couple of weeks old. Really happy with the uptake and people's reaction. Been better than we'd hoped, to be honest with you. I mean, obviously there's a long way to go, Paul. This is not even phase one. This is phase 0.1. So we've got a long road ahead and a lot of work to do. But if you want to get these things done, you got to get your arse on planes, right?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean there. So, Paul, what's happening? Has Digital Vault been released now? Tell us, where are we at? What is the go?
Yeah, it's live, Paul. So digitalwatchvault.com is live, up and running. We did, just to give you a very brief, quick overview, we decided to do a really soft launch on my channel alone, because my channel is the smallest channel that is involved potentially in the launch.
Sure.
So we thought we'd do a soft launch, see if we got any little problems, any little, any snagging to do. It's gone swimmingly well. We're really pleased. We're very ready or nearly ready, I should say, for the next step.
Wow, that's fantastic. That really is good.
Thanks, Paul.
So tell me that. Okay, I'm just calling up the screen now. Let's just have a look at this here. So guys, this is digitalwatchvault.com. I'm just pulling it up on the screen now. Let's have a look at this. And here we go. Just very quickly, let me get rid of the super chat. Groundhog Day, $5. Paul Marcelo plans to get a tattoo to demonstrate his love of AC3. Any advice for him on placement?
It's got to be the rump, isn't it? I would have thought.
Oh, okay. We were trying to get it on his arm. Okay, thank you. Now, this is digital. This is the free digital platform. So if somebody, so having a look here, can I check a serial number, for example? What can you do? Tell me what you can do.
You can.
Here.
Once you log in, you have to register an account, which is completely free. So there's no charge for joining. We're very selective and very careful about the data that we take. We didn't want to take people's addresses. But once you've registered and you've signed up and you've joined, all we need for that is an email address and a telephone number. And once that's been supplied, you're in, and then you're free to check the lost and stolen and counterfeit database whenever you like, completely free of charge.
Hey, Foppy, mate, can I have my Christian words to vault, mate? Hey,
Can you have what?
Can I put my Christian words in vault, mate?
You can put anything in there.
Oh, that's proper cracking, that. What about our Kes? Can she come in vault and all?
Oh dear. Yeah, everything can go in the vault. Any watch that has a serial number can go in the vault.
Oh, it's cracking, that, mate. I might put my Pelagos in it.
Yeah, get everything in there.
How do I go about putting the details in?
All you got to do, anyone that's interested in signing up, just log in, and the rest of it is dead simple.
By the way, Paul, does Rolex RSC already give you the information of
Hey, Marcelo, shut up your bird brain. Poor thoughts on the show.
The men are talking. The men are talking, Marcelo.
Okay.
The men are talking. Okay.
Fucking Marcelo.
Yeah, he's a bit funny, that guy. I've got to tell you something. You know, I think it's great that there's something's happening. You know what I mean? Something.
Well, something's got to be done, Paul. I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, I've been talking about it for long enough and whining about it for long enough. And, you know, someone somewhere has got to put, you know, they got to step up.
How many watches, I should say, how many items do you have in the vault at the moment?
What, registered by owners or lost, stolen, and counterfeit?
Lost, stolen, for example.
The last count, it was just creeping up to the 100,000.
Okay. Wow.
Wow.
Okay. And that's pretty good. That's
it's
pretty
going
good.
up. It's going up every day, Paul.
Yes. I see what you're saying. Wow, that's incredible.
It depends who we speak to and how quickly and how fast it grows. Because, you know, when we take on insurance companies, their data is added to ours. You know, we had one a couple of weeks back. I think they sent us, it was about 700 watches, stolen watches. A list of 700 stolen watches that they're trying to recover.
Yes.
So that immediately was added to our database. So yeah, I mean, I think I can't guarantee it, but I think it's already the largest lost, stolen, and counterfeit database in the world.
Wow.
Wow. That's a great thing you're doing.
Well, you know, look, it's not just about the lost and stolen side. It's also the other side of it is registering the provenance of your watch in a place that only you can access so that you have a record of your watch. You know, you have a record of its history. And, you know, the idea is, and as I say, this is only phase one. It's going to evolve massively.
Yes.
But the idea is, Paul, is that we can make people's watches worth a little bit more.
By the way, guys, I just registered for Digital Watch Vault, and it took me about 2 minutes to register.
Thank you, Paul.
It took me 2 minutes. This was not. I'll bring up here now. I have now registered for it, and this here, you can see it on the screen now. Here you go. It's got my name. I'll just make that full screen. It's got my name, and it lets you add watches stolen. You could. I'm going to add. Obviously, I'm going to be adding my ones in there, Paul.
Add them all in there, Paul. Yeah.
Put the serial. Now, I wanted to ask you serial number. So, like with Paddock, you got a case number and a movement number. Would you put both in, like with a slash? How would you?
No.
What would you?
As it is on the site there that you can see now, that's what you put in.
Okay. What's reference number?
The only problem that you have with building a database like this is that when you put the number in, it has to be specific and it has to be dead on. So what we ask people is to make sure they put it in right, because if they put it in wrong, the people that know how to type a serial number in are going to type it in the correct way, and they won't necessarily get a match.
Amazing stuff. That's really, really, really good stuff there, Paul.
And if you go onto the click on the crime hotspot map there, Paul.
Oh, crime hotspots.
Yeah. So these are watches. These are watches that are slowly being reported by members since launch. That's going to populate massively over time. And then what will happen is, I mean, it gives you right down to the location, so that when you move around, when you go abroad on holiday or whatever, you'll be able to, you know, see what's going on in the area.
Always see. Gotcha. That's amazing. That's fantastic, Paul.
We're pleased with it. We're very pleased with it. I know that you know, some people that the two questions that keep popping up all the time is, you know, how are we funding this? Because obviously it's very expensive. This is
No, well, look. You don't have to be Einstein to work this out. Basically, the way it's funded is you're setting up a database, right? Database is a valuable thing. There's nothing wrong with having a database, and what you're doing is you're providing people with a service. And
yeah, I want to make it clear though, Paul, that database won't be being used. We are not going to use it for marketing. We're not going to be selling it. We're not going to be sharing it. That data, essentially, it's not useless to us, but we won't be selling it at all or passing it on to anyone. The way we market to our members is that we market to their account, not to their email address.
Just 1 minute there. I'll be one tick.
Sure. I'll just carry on while Paul's gone off there. He's got a pair of shorts on there by the look at it. So what we do is we market to the website so that member can see what's on offer. Maybe if we got some special offers from an insurance company or whatever. That's how we'll market to our members. Caliber YQG, I'll pick up on your question there. What if the database itself gets hacked, like everything nowadays? Well, of course, that's one of the things that we thought of. I was just answering a question there, Paul. I mean, that's one of the very first things that we thought about. What I can say is that we have two in-house security experts, and we have a third-party, world-class, state-of-the-art security company that we've employed, that we've partnered with. More importantly than that, because even then, the gentleman is absolutely right, websites can, or databases can get hacked. So what we've done is we've compartmentalized it. So for an example, this is layman's terms, Paul, because I'm not a tech guy, so I'll give it to you in layman's terms. So if you get the serial number in one server, the model reference on another server, and the name of the owner on another server, they're all scrambled and all mixed, and so they're really what they are is like shredded. So even if you was a hacker that successfully managed to hack 3 separate, very secure servers, all you'd have is a mismatch of information that you wouldn't be able to put together anyway.
Yes. Got you.
That's explaining it in layman's terms.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I understand it. And I'm a layman.
Yes. No. I completely understand. Look, this is just a great thing because there's nothing there. I'll be honest with you. I went through the terrible robbery last year, burglary. And honestly, there's really the big companies. I honestly get the feeling they don't care, Paul.
Well, I don't think anyone really cares that much, Paul. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, you know, it's up to us. You know, we have to look after ourselves because no one else has got our back, right? No one's ever had our back as far as I'm concerned.
No.
And this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to put the wrongs right. I mean, look, everyone's saying, how are you going to make your money? Well, the money is going to be made through advertising, through sponsors, through donations from people that support what we're doing. And we've built ourselves a very long runway. So, you know, we've got 3 years to make this pay for itself.
Sorry about that, 40, mate. I lost my connection.
Can I say something really quickly? And Mr.
Yes, you
Thorpe,
can.
pleasure. I think it's the first time I've been on the show with you, but clearly this is something being done not for the money. This is not a money venture that you're doing.
Yeah.
This is a venture of love. It sounds like to me.
Thank you. Someone recognizes it. It's a passion.
Pretty clear. Yeah, it's
Definitely.
obvious.
It's a passion.
You've got no real reason to do this, you know, other than to help other people out and
we thank you.
Make it safer for everybody. It's
Thank
great.
you very much. I mean, look, again, I want to be honest with everyone, okay? Because, you know, I think that in today's world, when you have, you know, when we're all on YouTube, if you lie to people, they're going to find you out, whether it's now or later. Ultimately they're going to find you out. This is a business, and one day we do hope to make money from it, but that is not and never has been our main motive behind it. Our main motive is to genuinely slow down the rate of watch crime and make watches virtually worthless on the black market. So going back to the registration, Paul, one of the reasons that registering your watches is so important is because if that watch is stolen, and you're going to be seeing what we're going to release soon, is we're going to be releasing some demos exactly how well this works. If your watch is stolen from your wrist at 12 midday, but you've already registered it in the vault, by 1 minute past, so 1 minute later, every single watch dealer in the world, that's registered, that watch will be visible to them. And if someone does offer that watch to a dealer, so say one of your watches that was stolen, Paul, say someone took that to a dealer to fence it, to go and sell it to a dealer, the dealer taps the serial number in on his phone or on his computer, it comes up as stolen, and then there's a facility to anonymously contact you and say, hey, I've been offered your watch. Now, the reason it's anonymous is because some people don't want to be known. They don't want to get involved, but they might be willing to help you. And there's also a facility on the website when you register a watch for stolen watch, is you can offer a reward to tempt that person that does discover it to recover it. So, you know, this has been a long time in the making, and a lot of thought has gone into it. Is it perfect? Not yet. You know, we still need to release the Apple and Android apps. We still got phase 2 and then a phase 3 to come. And as I said, this is just the start. We will evolve.
Very, very good stuff there. It's I got to tell you, there's, you know, people can be very cynical and very negative on all sorts of things there. And I don't know why someone tries something. It may not be perfect, but everyone's quick to criticize things. You need a very thick skin to launch something like this. And, you know, I think there might have been a bit of a delay in your initial release.
Yeah, there was.
Delayed a little bit. And they go, oh, look, it's just scared. This is, you know, fuck, just calm down.
Calm down.
Well, the reality is it's not perfect, but it's the best of its kind so far.
There's nothing else out there. And I got to be honest with you, Paul. I'm actually going to be making some videos when I come back from New York. I'm going to be putting my watches on there, and let's see what happens. Hey, I'll list all of my stolen pieces.
Absolutely, Paul. I mean, Paul, nothing gives me more pleasure. Honestly, mate, I can promise you now, nothing gives me more pleasure to see the bad guys get their own back. I want to answer a question that someone left there, because I think they put it in twice, if it's all right, Paul.
Sure.
Does your database, John, hi, John, thanks for the question, mate. Does your database include all the serial numbers from Rolex Official Service Center 2? No, John, it doesn't. And that is the battle. John, I don't know if you followed me or know much about my channel, but I've been battling with Rolex now for years.
But I don't think Rolex would release those serial numbers to anybody.
I don't think they would, Paul. But we are going to
honestly. I mean,
bash on their door.
that's next impossible. And I don't think it matters if you've got a private database. You don't need their help. Okay, their help would be very good, but I think honestly, if you've got a database that's running, this is the best way it comes in. If somebody puts a watch that's stolen, and then it comes up as hot, we're trying to make this thing virtually unsellable.
Yeah, that's the idea, Paul. That's the idea. You've hit the nail on the head. But Paul, I've got to tell you, it gets even more exciting because we have a lot of things planned. Like I have partners. I'm just a small.
Is there also a way, if a watch is recovered, you can take it off the stolen list?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. Only the person that reported that stolen can do that.
Okay, beautiful.
No one else can do that.
I have a question. If my watch was stolen in 2019, is that too long ago, or can I put that?
No, we're taking watches up that were stolen up to 20 years ago.
Wow.
Okie dokie.
We're all over this, Paul. I mean, look, as I was just going to say, look, we have a number of things planned. Some of them are going to be quite public and a lot of fun because we're going after all the big manufacturers, not in a bad way, but we are going to really start putting pressure on them now as a group, as a community. And this is what not angers me, but disappoints me, Paul. There's a lot of people out there making out they're a part of this community that would love to destroy this and anything else that people put their heart and soul into for their own pleasure, when what we're trying to do is we're trying to bring the whole watch community together to say to these manufacturers, we need your stolen serial numbers. People are dying out there. People are being robbed. The only way that we're going to stop this is it's not with Inquirus and by Breitling doing their own thing and by Richmond Group doing their own thing, because they don't bloody speak to each other and they certainly don't speak to us because we don't matter.
As we're speaking, I'm just adding one of my watches here, okay? I'm going to add, to show you how easy this is, I am going to add my stolen Sky Dweller into this database. Paul, keep talking.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, Paul. So there's going to be campaigns. I'm off to Dubai in November to meet with some people. We've got a lot of people in very high places joining the vault. We have a US congressman that is involved with us, a big watch guy. I'm talking to MPs back at home in the UK. I'm talking to the mainstream media like BBC and Sky. We want to take this the full way. We want to look back in 5 years' time and say it's impossible now to sell a stolen watch, which means we get the watches back on our bloody wrists where they belong and take all that money away from the bad guys.
We got a couple super chats, and one of them is semi-relevant from Shrink.
Okay. There we go. Super chat. We got a super chat here from Ron. We got a super chat from Copyright Strike, $5. Is it true that the bleach freak bashes his product because his community is developing a similar product? They don't treat Steve very well at all.
I mean, look, all I can say to anyone that attempts to do what we've done, good luck to them. I hope that they have a huge runway built financially, because I know what this is costing us a month. I know what we're burning every month, and you guys wouldn't believe it. Developing tech companies like this, I mean, bearing in mind, this is a patent pending technology that we're using. I put it this way, this has been 3 years in the making. So the concept started 3 years ago, not by me, funnily enough, by a guy called Steve, bless him, a magnificent guy. 2 years ago, we made contacts, and he was going to develop a buying and selling platform like Chrono 24. And I said, Steve, I think you're a lovely guy, and I think, everything you're saying sounds great, but the only thing that I'm interested in doing is solving watch crime. I explained my idea to him, and he loved it. So for 2 years, this has been in development, as in like paid for. You know what tech companies charge per hour. Think of it, 2 years.
Yep.
So, you know, anyone that wants to do something similar, good luck to them. And then we can throw all the same questions their way. The big thing is security. Our biggest financial layout, if that's the right word, apart from the initial development by the tech guys, is security.
Yes.
You know, this website is monitored 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Wow. That's amazing stuff.
By a human being.
Yes. Wow.
People who haven't had a watch stolen before don't understand just how important this is, just for your mental satisfaction, if nothing else.
You're absolutely right. You know, and again, my motives for building Digital Watch Vault have been questioned. Some have even suggested that that's why I've always spoken about watch crime. And I'd like to remind everyone that my first violent run-in with watch robbers was back in 2011. So that puts that theory to bed.
Oh, that's just ridiculous. Some of these people are fucking lunatics there. They just whinge about everything. Nothing you could do can possibly please everyone all the time. It just doesn't, life doesn't work like that.
Oh, it's my mate Des in the chat. Des the Ledge. Hey Des, lovely to see you, brother. Look forward to seeing you again soon. You know, look, Paul, do you know something? At the moment, I'll be honest with you, right? I'd rather be home with my wife and my grandchildren back home in Brighton than stuck in a bloody hotel room in New York on my own.
I was about to ask why you weren't staying through to the watch show a few days later.
I've got to get back, mate. I've got to get back. I've got another law enforcement meeting at home in the Midlands. And I need to, because at the moment, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get law enforcement on board in every way, shape and form we can possible. In the United States, it's particularly difficult because of the intricacies of it is shocking from state to state. But we're very lucky because we have a guy down there in California who's one of our guys that's involved. I'll give you an idea of his standing. Was out with the president last week. And he's one of the guys that we have on board, deeply involved in law enforcement, and he's doing everything within his power. We need all these databases wherever possible. We need access to the pawnbroking system in the United States. These are the systems that we have to break and get into, Paul, if we're going to stop people from being able to fence. Now, ultimately, you're going to say, well, these dealers aren't going to join. Well, if they don't, that's fine, because within a year, we'll know who's playing ball and when who's not.
And eventually the public's going to know.
Exactly.
That's when it'll make a big difference.
Exactly. You know, people are going to be saying, do you use the vault? And if they say no, the answer is, well, why not? Why would you not use it?
Right.
100% right. I totally agree with you.
And if you can get through California bureaucracy, you can get through any bureaucracy.
Yeah, and this is why we have Peter on board, who is, you know, as I say, monumental. His connections are just the best that you can find. Big watch guy as well. That's how we met him, and you know, he's been an absolute superstar. So it always makes me smile, you know, when people go, oh, Fulpy set up this website, when one of the guys that's behind this was out eating dinner with the president last week. I'm just a bit part player, you know.
That's
I'm
fantastic.
just the guy that had the idea.
That's fantastic.
I still think about my stolen Speedmaster, and it was in 2019. I still think about it.
That's not that long ago, my friend. Honestly, you know what? You're right. What you said a minute ago. People that haven't had this experience, particularly when it's a violent experience, I consider that I still suffer from PTSD. I've never got over the first or the last experience I had. The one in the middle wasn't so bad. I can deal with that. But the first one and the last one were...
Holy fuck, that's
hideous.
good. Look at this. This is pretty damn good there. Okay, so since I've been talking to you, everyone accuses me of doing other shit when I do my streams, which is partly true. And I want to show you something. Look at this. I have just okay. So what I've done is, as you guys have been chatting and talking and answering questions, what I actually did was, sorry, one more super chat. Ron the Actuary, $2. Please answer my pressing super chat. And Ron says $5. What if my watch was stolen 20 years plus 1 day ago? Well, look, he's got to have a line in the sand somewhere. See, I like the way they do this. You've said 20 years scope. 20
This
years
is Ron's.
scope.
This is Ron's way of saying, is it negotiable at all? Is it a hard fast 20 years plus?
No, it's not a hard fast. We're just saying that 20 years, because if you go back further than 20 years, the problem with that then is that even the insurance companies have written their loss off by then.
Because if you don't know Ron the Shrink, he takes everything literally. So he's like,
I want to show you guys.
calendar.
I just want to show you this here. Okay, so we just go to the digital vault. I'm logged in, right? Here we go. I'm logged in. So I want to search, submit a search. That's how I search if a watch is stolen or not. So I go Rolex. Now I'm just putting my serial number in here. That's for my Sky Dweller that was stolen. Search global database. Boom. It says you reported this watch stolen. Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. Date of loss 1st of November. Owner affirms police report. Yes. Locate at the police station. Reward offered by owner. Yeah, I said yes. There you go. Look at
now,
that.
Paul, if another member searches for that serial number now, so say someone took that watch to a shop in Melbourne.
Yeah.
They do a search for that serial number. This will come up, but it will also be a facility there for that dealer to contact you direct.
Wow.
And then when
So
you
this
log,
is so,
when
guys,
you log
this
back
is
into your account, there'll be a little message up there. The little bell will be a light saying that you've got a message.
this is so easy. Now we've got some more super chats. We've got Mr. Sexiness. Mr. Sexiness is joining our stream here.
Hey, Paulie! Great to see you, man!
How you doing, mate? You all right?
Good.
Okay, we'll just keep you in the back there. Swinging Kangaroo, $10. Hi, Mr. Thorpe. I like the idea, even though I need to learn more about it. Also, are you going to promote this in Asia? Because they're going to need, this is worldwide. This is worldwide. Insurance companies over there are jokes, most of them. Yeah. Look, I think realistically where this is a strength is it's a worldwide, because watches are not, you know, the funny thing is, Paulie, let me tell you something. So I rang my local Rolex dealer and I said, I'd like to report a couple Rolexes that were stolen.
Yeah.
And then I said to them, the sales assistant, I said, okay, they said, thank you. We'll let you know if anything comes up. And I said, what about letting Rolex Geneva know? And they said to me, why would we do that? See, they're 1950s. I said, because this is an international world now. Stuff goes everywhere.
You forgot the critical factor is they don't care. They don't care.
Exactly, Paul. Because it's you, I'm going to give you a little bit of an exclusive for what it's worth, right?
Yeah.
One of the ways that we are going to put pressure on the manufacturers to help us is because every month, when we get everything in place, which will be hopefully before the end of this year, every month we are going to update the manufacturers with our lost and stolen list for their watches.
So everything's transparent.
So everything's transparent. We're passing our information to the manufacturers and we're saying, look, these serial numbers have been reported stolen. Have you got it on your list? If you haven't, here they are.
Paul, is this supposed
just hang on, let me just catch up. Ron the Actuary, $2. What if 20 years plus 3 days? Next super chat.
Okay.
Ron the Actuary, what if 20 years plus 4 days? Look, Ron.
Is this going to become a registry where, like, can you register your non-stolen watch?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
yes.
I mean,
hang on,
that's
guys.
critical for insurance companies. You know,
Graham R,
$5.
Just hang on, I got to grab this super chat. Graham R, $5. Graham R, $5. What should be the penalty restitution if someone gets caught selling fakes as real? This has nothing to do with today's topic. And Ron, the actuary, $2. What if 20 years plus 5 days? Look, put the watch in. See, there's always somebody who just wants to derail the good work you're trying to do.
There's a good question from Loose Tooth there, because this ties in beautifully with what we were just talking about.
Ron has a watch that needs to be stolen, so he's asking.
Let me show you something. Let me show you something. I'm actually going to report a loss now live on air, okay? Let's do it now. Okay, I'm going to show you how easy this is to do. Okay, so let's go through and do it. So this is a Rolex. I'm going to report, let's have a look. I'm going to report my Z Blue. My Z Blue. Are you offering a reward? Sure, I'll offer a reward. Model. So this is my Milgauss. Type of loss. Watch was stolen. Reference number. Now I've got a database, so instead of actually just typing it, I'm actually just going to cut and paste it from my spreadsheet. I think that's a better way to get this accurate. That's the serial number.
Quick, yeah.
Date of loss. So in my case there, that was last year. I'm just going to flip. 1st of November is when the police report was actually done. Whoops, sorry. Now I've made a mistake. Sorry, I put the serial number in the... Okay, so I'm going to fix that up. Watch reference number. Okay, so the watch reference number, just delete that. The reference number for that watch there, the Milgauss was a 116400GV.
Put the GV in. Oh, yeah. It's very small on my screen. You got GV. Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Enter location. Select location. Now I can put there. That's just my location there. It just wants a suburb, basically, just a suburb.
Yeah.
The year of that watch there. Now, when it says year, that's asking what year was it. I think it was. It doesn't have to be exact. The year. Let's just ask.
You can put not known. You can put not known if you want.
But I mean, look, in my case, it's a modern Milgauss. I think it was a 17. Is the watch insured? No, it wasn't. Case size was 40. No, it doesn't really. This doesn't really matter. 40 or 40. That's not going to upset anything. Has a police report been done? Yes, it has. Now it's asking me now for the police report number. So I've got a police report number. I'm just going to cut and paste that. Dial color was blue. Location. Now that was the Mount OMMANEY police station. Okay. And then I'm going to add a few pictures of the watch because I've got a few pictures of this piece. The Z Blue itself there. You just put them in. Look at this. You just put them in, save photo. And this is all you have to do. So is it better to put high res photos or what's the go there, Paul?
It doesn't really matter, Paul. It's just any pictures of you've got. It's all, it's all gathering evidence that watch is yours, etc.
Yeah. Okay. So I've got a few. I'm just uploading.
It probably helps to know generally what it looks like if it's been modified. Anything else?
Modified? What the fuck are you talking about? Modified? What the fuck? My God!
I knew you'd like that.
What the gender? So I'm just putting some. What else? I'm just having a look here. What we have to do? I'll just put another photo.
But it's relevant to what Mr. Thorpe is doing here.
Yeah. So okay, there we go.
The watch has been modified. You need to know it.
Now, so that there's quite a few photos I've done there. Now, what you need to do is you save that as a draft. Firstly, you can review it. Okay, pending. Go back in again, and then you just click submit. That's it. Just check all the information. Just submit.
That's it.
Are you ready to confirm? Boom. Look how quick that was. I've added 2 watches stolen. It's my Sky Dweller and my Milgauss. Look at that. Look how quick.
Now, Paul, if I could just come in there, if you can imagine now that on your collection, if you put the watches that you haven't had stolen, you put them in your collection as well, and then they are fully protected. Should they be stolen in the future, it will take you an instant to turn them into a stolen watch. But just as importantly as well, you've got all the records. Should you ever lose any of the box paperwork, etc., you've still got all
Because
those records safe.
often what happens is, in my case, I had a lot of paperwork stolen that was from the safe and in other they stole.
Yeah.
They spent a long time taking. Here we go. Here, I was lucky. I had information in other places as well, but a lot of people don't do that.
Yeah.
Super chat, Ron the Actuary, $2. What if 20 years plus 5? Look, Ron, add them. I mean,
keep going, Ron. He'll be having an holiday on you soon.
We got a super chat here from Ron the Actuary. Can I register my stolen beer cooler from 1996? Mike the Snake. Thank you, sir. And we got Ron the Actuary again, $5. Is there a registry for Pantinas with questionable fire resistance? Thank you.
I think he meant
Ron.
Pantera. I think that's what he meant.
And GB, $2. Pontiff, do the police have any leads in your case? I have nothing at all until something surfaces. They said there's nothing. They said, however, what the police did tell me is they keep records of the whole case. And as soon as something is found, they're ready to spring into action. Okay?
I have a niece that works in the neighboring city from where my watch was stolen. And she said, probably nothing's ever going to happen.
So I'm going to actually just this is so fun, Paulie. I'm addicted to this now, Paulie. I'm going to report a loss. I'm going to do another one. Can we just do one more, Paulie? Is that okay?
I don't mind.
Okay, so I had my Submariner date, type of loss, watch was stolen, the reference number. So this was I really love this watch. It was a 126610. Just checking my 126610 LN. A date of loss. This is so easy, guys. Look how easy it is to register stuff. And Ron, I don't think the date of loss doesn't. You could put an arbitrary date. That's not the end of the world there. Now,
I think the general point that Ron is making without trying is that if there's any question about it based upon the date that it was stolen, all you do is contact Mr. Thorpe and ask him, hey, can I track this one down? And he'll tell you yes or no. Right?
Yeah, simple. I mean, anyone can use the vault just by registering an account.
Okay, so I'm just adding this here. This is the 41 mil. Look at this. This is so easy. Police report yes. Dial color it's black. Look how easy. Can you see how easy this is to do? No nonsense. I'm just adding this in virtually in seconds, in a couple minutes. That was the Mount OMMANEY.
Oh, jeez, Ron. Oh,
you've actually done it quicker than me, Paul.
It's just so simple. And if you're adding a few, look at this. I just added. This. Look at that. How could you not be happy with this? This is simple. It's ding, 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 ding. Nothing complicated with this at all. You can add all sorts of pictures here. This is fantastic, Paul. This is really.
You like it, Paul?
Easy. Look at this. I'm just adding. Okay, there we go. Got all sorts of photos here. Just add a few photos. Boom, boom, boom. I like it. I really like it.
And of course, the reason Paul likes it so much and other people find this boring is because Paul, just like myself, we've had watches stolen. Yeah. So this is like magic for us. If you haven't had one stolen yet, you don't understand.
It's just as much fun when you're putting your watches that haven't been stolen in it. It's very satisfying, actually, and very comforting.
This is really simple. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so now all I do is I just want to check I've got everything there. It's done. Save as draft. Okay. I go into that there, pending. Yes. Submit. Are you ready? Submit. Yes, it's done. Got it. Look at this. So I've got the 3 roll eyes of mine that were stolen. How is that? Seriously, how easy is that? Can I ask you? Seriously, how Viking easy was that? Was that easy or it's not easy?
They're now, Paul, those 3 watches now are visible to every single member of Digital Watch Vault, whether they be a dealer or a private member. When I say they're visible, not the pictures that you've uploaded.
Here we
but
go.
the-
Look at
the
this.
serial number is visible.
Ron the Actuary, $5. Is there a registry for the time that was stolen by this boring interview? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Look, let's get Mr. Hey, why are you nasty there? Come on, be nice to Thorpe.
Hey,
Paul Thorpe is a quality guest.
Mr. Thorpe, I'm up in Darwin, and would you be able to register my watches to Mr. Thorpe?
Yeah, he can. We can do that. Okay,
The
I'm just going to
answer
add.
is yes.
I'm just
The
going to
answer
add
is
one
yes.
more. This is so. I'm addicted to this now. I'm addicted to adding stuff. Report. I'm going to add one more. Okay, can I just do one more, Paulie? One more, please.
It's also worth mentioning, as bad as Rolex is, they're the best in terms of having a stolen watch and hoping that it can be recovered, in my opinion.
Adding a 69173, Paulie. That was my wife's watch was stolen.
Yeah.
I'm just adding that now because I had. This is so simple, Paulie. Watch serial number, and it's easy if you've got a spreadsheet. All I'm doing is cut and pasting from a spreadsheet. Milgauss, I added those. I'm just adding it now. This is so simple. So simple. Copy serial number. Boom. It's so simple. Once you've added one, and this was a 93. Is the watch insured? No. Case size, that's a 26. Police report, yes. Dial color, that was pinky. What was it? That was a
salmon.
Salmon. Police report number. This is so. You see how easy it is, and there we go. Police report location. That was Mount OMMANEY Police Station. Okay, we're going to add front of. This is so. You look at this. I've got all my photos there because I had to put my photos together for insurance. Look at this, Paulie. Boom. It's so simple, Paulie. This is so simple. Can you see that?
Absolutely.
It's so simple. It's not hard. Look, just boom, 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 boom. It's just so easy to do. You've got no mucking around. I've got reference. I've got box papers. I've got photos of everything you could possibly want to have. Look at this. Dink, dink, dink. And I'll add, this is so simple, Paulie. It is so easy to do. Anyone could do it. And I get pissed off with apps and shit like that, Paulie. I'm not the most patient for that sort of stuff. Okay,
Paul,
so all I do now.
Paul, when you've done that, I want you to give me one of your serial numbers.
Okay, save as a draft. Okay, I'm coming back into this now. You continue, yes. Submit. Confirm. Got it. Okay, I'm going to give you a serial number now, Paulie.
Yeah.
Okay, the serial number is, this is a Rolex 36M.
36M for Mike.
Yep, M for Mike.
Yeah.
115. D for dickhead. 5.
Okay, so that's come up on my phone straight away.
Full screen. Holy shit.
Okay, so now what I can do is I'm going to watch this, Paul. Right. Now, Paul, if you go back, where are you? If you get your screen back up again.
Yes, sir.
So let's pretend that I'm a dealer.
Yep.
There will be a note. Someone has just offered me that watch. I'm in London or New York, wherever you like. Someone's just offered me your watch. Have you got a bell notification up in the top right-hand corner? It might be that you might have to refresh or go into another page and then come back, but there'll be a notification there for you somewhere.
Oh, look at this. 5 notifications, Paulie.
Okay, so there's a message from me there. That's the one. Yeah.
Look at this.
I'll
Holy shit. Paul, this is fucking amazing.
Do you like it?
I love it, man.
Now, Paul, see how quick that worked?
Yeah.
You could report if your watches, this is the importance of putting your watches in the vault, not just your stolen watches. If that watch was stolen on your wrist, when the moment you registered it a minute ago in front of everyone, I'm sitting here in New York and I already know your watch has been registered. And I've just told you that I've been offered it.
Wow, Paulie. That's incredible.
It's not bad, is it?
It's pretty damn good.
And it's
pretty
free.
damn good.
And it's free. What is not to like?
I got to tell you, the thing is, you know, I think the problem is, can I say this, Paulie? There's a lot of negative naysayers in this industry.
Oh, yeah.
In the world.
But as soon as you try and do something like we started a merchandise store. They said, Arch, you need merchandise. We want you to sell. As soon as I got some merchandise out, they said, the merchandise is shit. Your merchandise is too expensive. Your merchandise is garbage. Da, 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 da. You know what? No matter what you do, they want a bitch.
What you should do, Paul, is make it free and then they'll moan they want to pay for it.
I stepped away, but did you already read the super chats from Loose Tooth? And
here we go. We got a super chat from Loose Tooth. $2. Arch, now sign up for YouTube Premium. Thank you. And we got Safety First, $2. Any insurance discount for watches on registry?
Safety First, brilliant question. We have already tied in with 2 insurance agencies, one specialist in the UK, one specialist in the United States. At this particular moment, there is no discount, but that's only because we haven't been able to bring them the volume yet. So again, we hand it back over to the community and say, use the service for your own benefit, and one day you will be getting a discount.
And that's an advertising source, since people were asking about that.
Exactly. So we're using Chubb, and I'm trying to remember the other people we're using in America. Anyway, we've got, you know, world leaders in insurance.
Well, Chubb is a big one.
Yeah. And, you know, so again, you know, look, if you guys want a discount on your insurance, sign up, join the vault.
I love it, Paulie. Paulie, I love it. You know this? I got to tell you, man, I love it. It's so easy. And, you know, I'll be honest with you. It doesn't mean I'll get my stuff back. Maybe not. But the important thing is, let me just say this to you. Someone checks. This gets some really good traction under it. It makes my watch that was stolen unsellable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I don't want...
Once this is a big deal, it's going to make a lot of thieves think.
I wouldn't be surprised if they, you know, someone like Rolex and people like that come back and say, "Hang on a minute, we'll work with you." All you need is a couple big makers to switch. And these, I'll be honest with you, Paulie. You never know what can happen here. Never know. But this is the start, and everyone whinges and complains and says, "Oh, it doesn't do this or that." Well, you know what? Just give the man some time.
Give us all some time, because there's a lot of work that we still need to do. Look, Paul, you know, we know, as I said at the beginning, we know it's not perfect yet, but this is just phase one. There's one problem with doing what you've done tonight, Paul. You've put those serial numbers. What you'll have now is you'll have people registering, emailing you, going, "I've got your watch," because you've made those serial numbers public.
Yeah. It never hurts. It never hurts,
maybe,
Paulie. Look,
maybe you'll make this video private when we're done, right, Paul?
Well, why is that? Why do I care? Why? It doesn't matter. I mean, people want to do that. They can do what they want. There's jokers around. I don't care. You know what? I really don't care. I'm not expecting my stuff to get back. I'm not expecting it back. I've released all the serial numbers on my YouTube, I've got those serial numbers come up. Paulie, you know what? I realize that there's a lot of trolls and jokers around there. The truth is, you're doing a good thing. This is a good thing. Okay?
It makes me wonder, Paul, why people would try and sabotage something that is, you know.
No, because they're
only
jealous.
good.
Paulie, they're jealous. They're all just, a lot of these people are assholes. Okay? I'll be honest with you. People get jealous. You got a good rep. I met you. I didn't really like you. A little bit brash, little things I didn't like, but I met you. You're a lovely guy, right? So I'll be honest with you. I support you, right?
I looked at how much pleasure people seem to have hanging out with him. That's what I saw.
He's a great guy. He's a great guy. Paulie, I tell you this now, so many people are cynical in this. They're all got all these suggestions. Like people said to me, oh, Arch, you should do this, you should do that. Then you say, okay, you help me. No, you do it. Well, you know what? It's like you go to a meeting with 5 people, you end up with 25 different opinions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Paulie, you got to start. This is a very easy, very nice interface. Very nice to add things. Riddler, $2. Paul, how do you feel about CRM raffling watches?
I haven't seen it.
I don't understand.
Well, I think I understand the question. He's saying that CRM are raffling watches, but I can't comment on it, Riddler, because to be honest with you, mate, I've been so busy. I've not watched the CRM. I've not watched any videos for.
Yeah. In my country, you need to have a special license if you're going to run it. You need to have some countries. You need to have a license. It's not quite as easy. I don't know US. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know US law, but I know in my own country you can't just run a raffle. It has to be. When you say you can't run a raffle for. I mean, you can run a chook raffle for a piece of chicken or something. But I mean, when you're talking expensive things, it has to be regulated so there's no dodgy things happening. Of course, you've got to be aware of these things. But
That's perfect for a Riddler. I couldn't tell which Paul he was asking that question of.
Paulie, I'm going to New York. What's the fucking weather like there? Tell me that.
Oh, it's a bit chilly, but I'll tell you what. Have you been before, Paul?
I came last year. Remember, I went last year. Last year. And I was in England. Remember, we met in England. It was a bit chilly there too. It wasn't terrible.
I'll tell you what's going to give you the ump, mate. I got to this hotel yesterday. It's all paid for up front. Right?
There's taxes. You got to pay.
Do you know how much it was? Do you know how much? I'm here for 4 nights. $508.
Oh, the taxes, you mean?
Yeah.
But the taxes are based on the cost of your room, aren't they, or what?
$508 tax.
It's still a lot. It's still a lot,
aren't you?
It's a lot of money.
I mean,
yeah. Unfortunately, Paul, I'm not staying in a room which has its own bathroom. I'm using a communal bathroom.
His taxes will be $40, but it's the same thing.
Your room, that room must have cost thousands.
Not thousands, mate. No, I don't treat myself that much. The only thing I won't do, Paul, these days, because I'm getting too old, is I won't fly economy. I have to fly business these days. Otherwise, I just get.
Some of us have got it good. Look at that, Archie.
I can't do it, mate. I ain't got it in me.
How tall are you? Paul? How tall are you?
I'm 6 foot exactly.
So that's
Paul.
It's a legroom thing.
I'm on an as needs basis. If I can wrangle business, I do. But I just can't. Look, this trip to America, that ticket's at 10,000, 5 times the price. It's ridiculous. You know. But Paulie, good on you, man. I love you. You know that.
Thank you, mate.
Well, you can't take it with you.
I had the honor of going business last year. It was amazing. This year I'm flying economy. It is what it is, Paul.
What's the flight, Paul? How long does it take?
Long. I'm going to Brisbane to Vancouver. Vancouver. And I don't even want to look it up, Paulie, because it's scary, okay?
Yeah,
it's scary. I'll tell you. What is it? I'll tell you exactly
I'm guessing 15 hours.
I'm just having a look there. Let's have a look. That's a good question. How long is it? I didn't even... It's Paulie. It's a long Actually, it doesn't tell me, but all I know is, Paulie, it's a long time. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Isn't it funny how you're traveling at 1,000 kilometers an hour can seem so slow when you're in the plane?
Bring your
know what I
sedatives
mean?
with you.
It's just, it is so slow. But you know what, Paulie? That's okay. I'm actually really looking forward to go there. Got some great fans. America is an amazing place. New York is amazing. You're in the Big Apple there, Paulie. It's funny thing is, you know how many Americans have not been to New York?
I know a lot of them haven't got a passport, have they?
Yeah. Well, you don't need a passport if you're in America, but New York is.
No, it's the same mentality. People
it is.
People don't go out of the country, and people don't go to places like New York.
Exactly. It's AC.
I'll say I've only been to New York about 5 times, so I don't go all the time. You know.
Yeah.
And I'm a Brit, and I've been more than that, I think.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that I've been there 5 times, but that's not a lot. But the difference is I don't like New York.
Where are you from?
I'm on the West Coast, so it means that, you know, and I have to fly into like a central airport.
Here we go, Paulie. 13 hours and 49 minutes, Paulie. There you go. How's that?
That's rough, Paul.
What can you do, Paulie?
Well, I think everyone.
How many hours? How long was it? How long did you say?
14 hours. 14 hours.
I said 15. I came close.
14 hours, Paulie. That's okay. Paulie, relax. You know, I've got some car magazines I want to read. I got things to do, Paulie. It's okay, Paulie.
I've just
you ever do that?
Just reading through cutting across you there, mate. Just reading through 1 or 2 of the hate-filled messages. Guys, please, honestly, let me tell you something. At the moment, you are feeding my motivation, and that's what the naysayers do. They actually feed me and the rest of the team with motivation, because, you know, sometimes without a bit of hate, it becomes too easy. But you need these people to give you a little bit of grief, so you go, oh, that makes me even more determined. So all those guys out there, I say, oh, there's 1 or 2 really having a pop at me in there. Bring it on, because it just inspires me even more.
GB $2. What was AC3 opinion on Texas? I love Texas. Texas is an amazing state. I loved all of America.
I want to go to Texas. I've never been to Texas.
It is amazing. Texas
now,
was one of my
you have
favorite.
to decide where you're going. Texas is such a big state that it's so different depending upon the city.
I was in Dallas, and I went to Fort Worth.
Those are good. No, those are good.
I must admit, I had a Dallas. Texas is amazing. America, all of America was amazing.
I'm a vegetarian, but I remember they have great steakhouses in Dallas.
100% right. And I got to tell you, Paulie, I think this thing is a great idea. Anything is better than what we got now, which is fuck all. We got fuck all. You go to
we got a positive super chat.
Here we go. Roll Travel Channel 40 Thai Baht. Great to Paul and Paulie. Respect. Ignore the
Thanks,
hate.
Roland. I just laugh. I laugh at the hate, Paul, to be honest with you, because I just wonder what grown men are doing sitting at home on a Sunday. That I just don't understand the mentality. But there you go.
I was noticing every time the hate stuff was coming up, and you were reading it, Paul. Paulie Thorpe there is.
I don't know why Ron the Shrink.
He's just smiling.
I don't understand that.
He's actually going for humor, and he has a watch that needs to be stolen in a bad way, so he's actually kind of just inquiring in that way.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it sometimes. I really, it's difficult. You know, a lot of these things. But Paulie, I got to tell you, man, I think that it's so easy. I just wanted to do it. I didn't realize it'd be that easy. I thought, you know what, I'll just add one whilst you were chatting. I added it, as I was having a conversation, it was a piece of cake to add.
Asking for a friend, can you insure Longines?
You can insure it. You can put any watch you want to put in there. Whatever you want to put in there. Doesn't matter.
Where are you staying,
And,
Paul, in New York? Where are you staying?
I'm staying at Pod 51. That's the. It's kind of it's very hip.
Sounds like a funeral parlor.
It's actually quite nice. It's
Paul,
very.
Make sure you keep moving. They might come and put you in the freezer.
Paulie, I gotta tell you.
I should have thought of that. I should have thought of that.
Someone, you know, the truth is, Paulie, New York, it's costing me 500 Aussie a night for that,
and that's without a bathroom. That's without a bathroom.
Bathroom and a toilet, it's communal bathroom. But you know what? It was very cozy. It's clean. I had a good time. You know what? The cost is so. It's one of the most expensive cities in the world. Do you think it's worse than London, Paulie, or same?
What, price-wise?
Yeah.
Oh, I think America's worse because not only that, I mean, I always have a laugh with my wife whenever I'm here. I say, well, oh, I've just had a cup of coffee, $10 plus tax plus tips, you know, because everything's plus tax plus tip.
Yeah.
But London's not like that. What you see is what you get. You know, if the room's £200 a night, that's it.
Yeah, and America particularly, I've just paid for my accommodation, as you said, plus tax, plus tip. Well, then you got hotel overnight charge fee. Then you got this fucking hell. Just give me the. I want to know what I'm up.
Just give me the bill.
Yeah, exactly.
Just give
There's
me the
an
bill.
oxygen in the room fee. There's everything. Everything.
Here we go. Jill Phil Bill $2. Thinking of trading my sub 41 for a Sky Sea Dweller 4K. Am I mad? I'd probably keep the sub. I think the sub's so much more usable. I like the 4Ks. I don't know if I'd be. I think you're just bored. I think you're bored. I wouldn't be selling one to get the other. Whatever I've got, I would keep.
I think my answer to that one would be depending on the deal, Paul. If you can make that deal work financially, I'd do the deal. If it's going to be a negative deal financially, I'd stick with the sub.
Yeah, nothing wrong. Sub is such a beautiful. I'm wearing my. By the way, I'm taking my bluesy to New York.
I think we'd agree that of the two, the sub is more iconic.
Yeah, the Sea Dweller 4000's got a bit of a following there. They're a very nice watch, but
Didn't say it wasn't nice. I'm just saying there's one that's classic.
Yes, I got to tell you, Paul, that register is bloody. That's simple, easy to do. Man, what more could you really want there? That's really straightforward and simple. And I got to say, you know, people criticize people. I don't know what it is in this industry. You know, the problem with watchmaking is this is what George Daniels said. He said as soon because remember George Daniel, he made his own watch. That was his goal. He wanted to manufacture. He wanted to put together his own watch. And he said as soon as you show another watchmaker your watch, what do? They pull out a loop. It's like a magnifying glass to look at faults, to pick holes with your. And this hobby is no different. As soon as you try and do something in this hobby, what do? They pull out every fucking scenario. And
well, like he said, though, that's only helping him kind of like fill in the cracks and shore it up and improve it.
Paulie, I'd like to do an interview with you once I come back from New York. Let's do another interview on my main channel, maybe not as a live stream, just as an interview.
Yeah, whatever.
And
Paul. Always got time for you, mate, and I'll get one of the other. Well,
yeah, I got to tell you, man, it's fantastic to have you on there. It's good to chat. This is I think anyone who criticizes this really is just a cynical bastard. Okay.
I'm just going to say anybody criticizing it just never has had a watch stolen before in their life.
Oh, good point. Because realistically, it's really good that you're doing something, you're trying your best. Is this everyone can pick faults? So easy to pick fault, but get off your ass and do something then. And this system, free, easy, accessible.
All I can say is, my watch that was stolen was a Speedmaster, and I felt like nothing was being done to help recover it at all, period.
I think that's what, you know what, that's a really good point, you know. I mean, just the fact that we're there for people that have been a victim, you know, it's kind of like a bit of therapy as well, because you're doing it when you've been a victim, and all, you know, 3 of us on this panel here have been a victim. You do need a bit of mental backup.
Just check in. It tells you I got an email. We just did that experiment there. You received it tells you everything. This system is really easy to do. It's easy to navigate, easy to
And this
add.
is definitely therapeutic, Paul. Definitely therapeutic to have something to do when you've got, in my case, it's like a $10,000 watch stolen.
Yeah.
What am I going to do?
Yeah.
And only a little bit. I was underinsured on it, and I didn't know it. So I mean, you know, what am I going to do?
Yeah. And the ironic thing is that, you know, the people that moan, I guarantee you one thing: if they buy a watch, they'll be the first person on the vault to check it. If they sell one, they'll be, you know, so it's like they're going to use it.
And thank you, Jimmy. Jimmy's just highlighting the web address for Digital Watch Vault. That's great. I'll just pin.
What's the time there for you, Paul, now?
Oh, it's actually 11:30 in the morning. It's actually a good time for me, but that's because you're in New York. So this is nighttime in New York, aren't you?
Yes.
See, because you're normally asleep at this hour, aren't you?
Oh yeah. Where are we? It's 9:30 here, so it's 2:30 at home.
See, that's bloody early, isn't it? Hey, I'm just going to pin that link there, and
you got.
I got to tell you, Paul, this is a great way to go. Really, I mean, seriously, you got to do. This is a good thing, and you know this. I got to tell you something. If you own this space, this can be a really good thing to have there, guys. Today we're linking up to JJ's Watch Hangout after my show.
We have a relevant. Sorry, we have a relevant super chat question.
We got a super chat. Let's get the super chat on there. We got one from Phoenician Cedar, $5. Mr. Thorpe, is there a limit to how many watches one can register on any given account?
Yeah, you can register 10 watches. Once you've reached 10, you automatically your account comes under review. So that account is then reviewed to make sure that people aren't misusing it. Once we can see that you're not misusing it, that limit is then lifted.
Oh, very good. Very, very good indeed. Guys, I want to say a big thank you to Paul Thorpe for coming on today. We had Bird Brain on before. We had Marcelo there. And I must say it was really good to get you on. We had a bit of a lull there. There's only so much you can talk about $300 stakes.
And I'm going to say it as someone who's had a watch stolen. You're doing the Lord's work, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
This is really fantastic. And people criticize because this is just this hobby brings out the I don't know what it is sometimes. I want to thank everybody who super chatted today. I'm going to go through the list now. Malik Diamond, Golden Barber, Adam, John Gold, ABC. That's our good friend. Malik Diamond, Golden Barber, NY Strikes Back. Golden Barber, Patel, Philippe. By the way, NY Strikes Back, I will be meeting up with people in America. We'll be advertising it on the streams. You've got to stay tuned to find out where and when I will be places. 3 meetups. NY Strikes Back, Swinging Kangaroo, Mr. GMT, The Rancher, SD43, Dirk Diggler, Tommy, ABC, Sirocco Sales, Patel, Philippe, Loose Tooth, Adam, Riddler, Neo, Mike Hammer, Neo, Sirocco Sales, Tough Love, Mike Hammer, Adam, Groundhog Day, Copyright Strike, Ron the Actuary, the Pork Reaper. Actually, I think
we missed that one, yeah.
Pork, but it was served to my table. Would it be theft to then eat that succulent barbecue pork? Asking for a foe. The Pork Reaper. Thank you. No problems there. I don't think, Paul, you like a bit of pork, don't you?
Yeah, why not?
Ron the Actuary, Swinging Kangaroo, Ron the Actuary, Ron the Actuary, Graham R, Ron the Actuary, Ron the Actuary, Ron the Actuary, GB, Ron the Actuary, Loose Tooth, Safety Fast, Riddler, GB, Phoenician Cedar, Ron the Travel, Roland Travel Channel, Drill Phil Bill, Swinging Kangaroo. Guys, that is the
That's
show
a new one.
for today.
Thank you.
Roland Travel Channel, 100 Thai baht. Time difference sucks normally, but you guys are a good streaming duo. Paul with the madness, Paulie trying to make sense of the madness. Hop on more, Thorpe. That's what he's saying. Hop on
Thank
more.
you,
Yeah, I would love.
Roland. Thank you, Roland.
I'd love to have, but he's in New York. He's in an expensive area. He wants to go out and get that pizza. How do you like the pizza in New York, Paul?
I do, but do you want to see? Do you want to see what I've had for dinner tonight? The leftovers.
Yes.
There we
Yes,
go.
yes.
A kebab.
Oh, that's it. A kebab. They don't do kebabs well in
Street food.
US. I like the pizza
I
slice.
know
You know,
they call it street food because it tastes like it's come off the street.
It's not that bad, is it?
But,
It's a crapshoot. It's a crapshoot.
It's yeah, he's right. It's a crapshoot. Yeah.
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 I got to tell you, I really love. They say New. Let me tell you a story, Paulie, before you go. I had somebody who gave me an Hermes horse when I was in New York on the last day. Right, and I don't know if you know about Hermes, but you want to keep the box and all that shit because because I might want to sell it down the track. Okay. So I was actually, they say the city doesn't sleep. Have you tried getting masking tape at 2 a.m. in the morning in New York? It's not easy. Okay. What I ended up doing was getting electrical tape. And I found some cardboard boxes on the side of the road, and I was able to, it worked out okay. It worked out okay. So I was very happy for that. But Paulie, I got to tell you, man, it's great having you on here. Thank you, Doc, for being a co-host here too, Doc. That was fantastic. I am actually going to lunch with Plastic today. I'm going to lunch with him. I got to tell you, Paul, I actually sold a few watches off. I'm actually thinking about getting another watch. This is the only time I've just started coming back again.
What are you thinking about buying, Paul?
It's not expensive. It's not super. I mean, it's expensive, but it's not ridiculous Nico expensive. I'm thinking about getting
Platinum Daytona.
A non-GV Milgauss Black. Because I don't like the GV. I prefer the GV. I feels like I'm in a coffin with the lid on top with that anti-glare layer. I like the non-GV. Just a standard, just a wind and wear 3-hand Rolex Sports. You know what I mean? Simple. But
Paul, just so you know, Paul, I'd love to come and speak to you more, mate. But the time difference for me is
I know. Times.
Do you know you often, mate? You know when you send me the stream link.
I know, and it's 2 a.m. I know. Paulie, I completely understand, man.
Can I jump in though and say you might consider having him on during your other show?
Yeah, okay, fair, Paul. Because I do 2 shows a day now. I might get you on there, Paulie. We'll see how we go, Paulie.
Thanks.
The time difference would be minimal for that one.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'll send you the link for that. Actually, we'll see how we go. But Paulie, let me say to you, man, thank you so much, man. You're a great guy. By the way, I wanted to ask you something before you go. I don't know if you saw Nico.
What? When have I seen Nico? When?
No. Nico released a video.
I haven't seen.
No. Can I just say this to you, right? I love cars, right? And I think when you behave like a dick, he was doing burnout donuts in his V12 Ferrari.
Right.
Then he seemed to have some sort of malfunction afterwards. You know, the only thing I could say is, I mean, would you ever treat your Ferrari like shit, or did you always treat it like a god almost?
I always treated it like a beautiful woman that needed hands.
A beautiful woman, that's it. You don't treat it like a slut, do you?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't go and take her for a gangbang, do you? You know what I mean?
You don't take it dogging, do you?
No, that's exactly. Guys, Googled. But you know what I'm saying? Did you ever do burnouts in your Ferrari?
No, mate.
Never. No. Did you always always warmed it up, always so careful?
Yeah.
Didn't you?
Yeah.
And Nico he let this dickhead do burnouts in it, and I thought, oh, treat it with respect. You know what I'm saying?
That's not going to end well, because those cars, as expensive as they are, they're like they're so finicky, Paul.
They are.
They're so finicky.
They don't look, because they got.
Do you want to know a funny story about a Ferrari?
Yes.
Okay, so my second one was black. It was a black F430. 430 F430.
Ooh,
anyway,
nice.
I had it for about 8 months, and I decided to sell it, Paul. Right, so it's a convertible, right? And I eventually get a buyer who's going to give me what I paid for it. So I've owned the car for free. So I've made arrangements to meet him at his place. I'm driving to his place. I stop for some fuel and decide to put the roof down.
Yes.
The roof came up halfway and stopped.
Yes.
And it wouldn't go down and it wouldn't go back up. It was just stuck halfway.
Sure.
Now, I'd had that car for about 6 or 8 months, and I'd had that roof up and down 100 times, and it had never, ever played up until the goddamn day I came to sell it.
He didn't want to leave. So did you sell it to him in the end, or he?
Do you know what, Paul? He was as good as gold. I rung him and I said, "Look, I'm just got to be straight with you. This is what's happened." He went, "Oh, don't worry about it. I know what that is. I've got a friend that will fix that in 5 minutes." So I drove from the garage to his place with the roof half up, about 20 mile an hour all the way.
Yeah, because you've got to be careful with that, don't you? Yeah.
I looked a real idiot doing it as well.
And he bought it?
Yeah, he bought it, yeah.
But you got to be careful. You got to treat these things with respect. You know, you don't treat them like dog shit. Okay, guys, we're off.
Did you read that last super chat from Roland Travel Channel?
Roland Travel Channel, 45 baht. 4P, do you garage your car? Of course he did.
I did. I used to garage my Ferraris, but now I've got my motorbikes in the garage. They're my babies.
There you go.
And you read the time difference sucks one already, right?
Yes, we did. We did. Thank you for checking. See you later. Thank you so much,
Thank
Paulie.
you, guys. Love you all.
So
Take care. Have a great day.
Bye.
Have a good trip, Paul, to the States.
And don't forget to thumb up on the way out, folks. Hit the
Thanks,
like
everyone.
button.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.